Hey, hello, welcome, welcome. And also, I dare say, welcome. I sure hope the game sounds fine in terms of audio. Because once again, I am wearing my headphones attached to the Switch and cannot hear anything. Like, I can't hear, like, the stream audio. I guess I could check my phone. Nah, it's fine. Anyway, welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations of Ultimate. I am quite tired, as I am a lot of the time these days because the work was very stressful, but you may notice some differences between what I'm looking like and our last stream. Main one, obviously my armor. I made myself some Senator armor. You can see the full Senator set. We are going to be changing some pieces right now, though. That's like the big thing I'm working on. Second is the weapon. I actually made this one completely new. The weapon that I had been using was actually this one. The Giant's Edge, which is the Gammoth Charge Blade. It was quite useful to have, but I had to equip the Senator armor to get the sharpness to 0, because it had like negative sharpness. Now the thing is, sharpness is not that useful for charge blades, because most of the damage you're doing is with files, which don't care about affinity. Obviously sharpness is still good, or sorry, not sharpness, crits. Crits are not as useful for charge blade because you're mostly dealing in file damage, which does not give a shit about crits. File damage cannot crit. So, while it was a good build, I want to do some changing of it. And I already did a few taking of notes to know what to change. Because this charge blade that I just made looked interesting. Most importantly, it has impact files, not elemental. A lot of things I was fighting were weak to ice, but you know, it's not good to just always only use a single elemental build. So yeah, we're doing some poison, but mostly this is a charge blade with good raw, good impact. That's what we're looking for. Okay, sharpness, it's like fine. Probably not the best weapon I could be using, honestly. I feel like the Brachy one is better, but I always end up using the Brachy, and this one just looked really cool, so that's also kind of a reason. Meaning, I can afford to take away some of my critical eye, which you can see, that's why this is at 13 and not at 15, where the next threshold would activate. And negate stun is not staying. The thing I want to do is I want to either get artillery or fast charge focus on this build. And in order to do that, I have made a plan. I've made notes. This is one of the parts I really like about this game compared to like the older games, which is that what's the word? You have to kind of work for your armor sets. You know, it's not as easy. Obviously, you could just punch all the numbers into like an armor set calculator, which in the end game, if you're looking to have like 15 specific skills, sure. But right now, I'm like, ooh, how do I make the best armor? It's like, I'm looking through all of these and looking what thresholds I can hit with certain ones, and it's really interesting. It's more interesting than having like, you know, you just get the skill. You know, I feel like there's a bit more to it. What I was looking at were the Hermitor, I think, because these have 2 slots, but I don't know if I need those. Because we can have a lot of things with 2 slots. Actually, the Nargacuga ones also have 2 slots and actually give us some expert. The main one I was looking at, though, were the legs. Do the Nargacuga legs? Okay, Nargacuga legs are 1 slot with... Yeah, the ones I was looking at were Moscarl. The Moscarl legs give me fast charge 5. I also want to keep sharpness, however, which... I would need the Bnahabra legs for these ones. These ones give me sharpness 5, but no slots, sadly. Which would be quite useful, because I actually want to keep Razor Sharp. So let me quickly check my status again to see what I'm keeping here. So, yeah, I want to keep Razor Sharp. I want to get rid of... I don't need Critical Eye more than 1, so I can get rid of 3 points. The piece I was thinking of getting rid of was the arms and the legs, because then I could, with the Bnahabra legs, get fast charge, or sorry, get sharpness 5, and then I could take a piece of this armor that just has a shit ton of slots and nothing else. That's all I care about, is just having slots. Which sadly I think... Yeah, even the Hermitor only has 2, which is not actually that much. Nagakuga does actually seem better here. Same slots, but we actually use Critical Eye. Even if it's not that... Like, it's better to have it than not have it, you know? I don't think there's any armor here with 3 slots. Though we could also take one with better defenses that has 2 slots. Something like Uragon or Gammoth, I guess. Yeah. Does not appear that there's anything with 3 slots. And no, there is no sorting system. You do have to look through them manually. I know you can... That part is like, you know, not great, but old game. Yeah, okay, so it's Nagakuga or Hermitor most likely. Nagakuga wants to look really off. Yeah. Thank you, honey. That's very nice of you. That's very awesome and kind. Love you. I love my wife. She's not my wife. But maybe someday. Maybe someday she can be my wife. Who knows? Who knows what the future brings? Yeah. But with the legs, like I said, the Benahabra ones replace the sharpness effect. But these are just kind of bad. I just don't think there's any armor that gives that much sharpness, you know? Because obviously the Hermitor legs are great because they just have like no skills but 3 slots, which is great. Yeah, there's not really an equivalent, is there? The Benahabra arms, what do they give? Sharpness 2, that's not nearly as much. But they do have a slot, but that's not worth it. You know, we're gonna make the Benahabra legs. We're gonna equip them. And then we can equip anything else in the arm slot. Or we could go... Nah, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I think fast charge might not be doable. We might have to go for artillery. But I don't know if there are any artillery armors besides the Rhenoplos, which the arm piece doesn't actually have artillery. So yeah, we'd have to just get it via a lot of slots. Oh, no, it's this armor. Yeah, Senator. Wait, this is also... I could just use a slot for sharpness and then use the legs. Yeah, actually, I feel like it might be better to just keep using these ones. And then the Nagakuga legs? No, not the Nagakuga legs. Was I looking at the Nagakuga arms? Yeah, these were the ones that also had expert on them, but I don't care about expert. Yeah. I don't think there's an artillery arm piece. And if I look at the... Yeah, that's fast charge 2. I don't think we can get more than fast charge 2. Which kinda sucks. Attack 4 is kinda nice. Rathalos. Attack 4 is pretty nice. Though I don't know if we can get that to attack 10 to actually activate the skill, right? That's always the thing, is you need to actually get the... You need to get it to the threshold for the skill to actually matter. Any skill points not over the threshold are just wasted. What about the dark armor, the black claw? That's fast charge 2 but no slots. Yeah, let's just go for Hermitor, I think. Just for now, let's just see how the vibe is with this, right? So with this, we have Razor Sharp, that's one we want, an Expert, which is enough to get our weapon to 5 affinity instead of -5. We would have 2 slots. 2 slots total, that's actually not that much, that's like barely anything. Okay. Let me grab a look, because I think artillery is unique in that the artillery gem is like, has 2 pieces. Let's see. Artillery. Yeah, artillery is 2. And fast charge is 1. So yeah, we'd need a lot more slots to activate fast charge versus artillery. But with 2 slots, that's just not enough, actually. No, we have 3. I think we can actually do it. Let's do 1. Ah, shit. Okay. Because I think what we can do... We don't need the thunder resistance jewel anymore. I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, because we're using different armor. Not all of them have minus thunder resistance. So... If we equip an artillery jewel quickly... Or artillery decoration... Talisman, that's the one. The word that I'm looking for. We should now be... At 7. So yeah, with 2 more, which we do have the slots for, we can get artillery activated, which is very nice. But only artillery novice. It's okay, we might get a better slot thingy. That's fine. So for now, we're going to register this over this. Yeah, override. And we're going to edit the name of this to be... Poison... Charge blade. Awesome. I also want to change the color, actually, if that's a thing I can do. Change armor pigment. Yeah. Let's go with the same purple. Oh, can I not go with purple? That's so sad. Damn, I guess we're gonna go with matcha. Except for the legs, which are gonna go ultramarine. Okay. Yeah, you had less options these days. Okay. And I'm not gonna bother changing... Actually, I'm gonna bother changing back because our Ice Charge Blade actually does have like a lot of damage for Rathalos, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can actually see me using this set. And we're gonna hunt ourselves a Rathalos because we need Flame Sacks, which I think come from Rathalos? If I'm not stupiding. Okay, we've already done the hunt of the day. We need Wrath. 1 Wrath of Alos. Oh yeah, also I went to Hunter rank 6 now, or Village Star rank 6. So yeah, that's I've been playing, okay? I've been playing a bit. I've been off-stream grinding. Let me go to my food toggle. Because I'm eating some food on the side. Ooh, that's spicy. Okay, it's spicier than I thought it would be. Yeah, Flame Sack is, I think, Rathalos or Yankutku? Or all of those? I'm pretty sure Yankutku is Flame Sacks. So let's just try hunting that. Yeah, we always go like max attack up, obviously. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Powerful flavor. Oh yeah, also my cats have been a bit upgraded. I should actually check for new weapons and armor, because I've not looked at that in a while. We got the Bracky Punch. Ooh. Bracky Pouch. The Kieran Zapper, Scorching Blade, Moofy Plush. That's always been there, I think. Mizutsune Parasol. Enormous Staff from Gambit. This thing looks sick. It's a cool weapon. Najarala Pungi. Yeah, the Garuga fan is pretty good. I could probably also get better armor, but meh. Alright, let's do this. I also, by the way, have changed hunting style. I've actually been really enjoying aerial style, so you'll be seeing a lot of that because it's actually quite enjoyable. Especially with an elemental charge blade, I think aerial style is actually quite fun. But I'm not one to stick with element charge blades for long, typically. God, that's good. Yeah, also my palicos, they're also pretty high level at this point. I've been like leveling them, bringing them on missions. I was doing the palico exclusive missions. They are at this point like pretty powerful, yeah. Oh, Scrimbler's actually almost level 20, nice. That's very good. They've got all the like important boomerang skills, all the good shit. I don't know if it actually helps them be better in quests, like for when they're being support palicos, but as like hunting partner palicos, or sorry, as prowler, Scrimbler's really good, and they're still decent enough as hunting partners. I don't know how you would make them better, but I'm not gonna bother spending like a shit ton of time looking it up. Where's this goddamn bird? No, wait, Yankutku is a flying wyvern, right? It's not actually a bird wyvern. I think. Where do they spawn in this area? Area 10? Is area 10 or 8? Or 9? I'll just check those. Typically everything spawns in like area 3, 4, or 5, so that's where I go to check first. Man, the weapon models in this game look so sick though. The Gammoth Charge Blade looks so good. The sword, like look at how good the sword looks. I don't know what it is. The sword part of it looks so awesome. Monster Hunter World could never. God, I haven't played Wilds in like a week. 2 weeks or something. Oh, there's the Kutku. Hello. Get paintballed and let's start charging up and yoink. Yeah, aerial hunting style is really shitty with against like smaller monsters, but Yankutku is about like the size at which it becomes viable. If you're hunting like a Gendrome or something, or any one of the dromes, that always sucks ass. Because they're so small that like by the time you jump on them, they will have like moved enough so that you can't really hit them anymore. Get mount, not mounted? Oh yes, mounted, okay. That mount really was like thinking about it. Okay. Hang on. Hanging on. No longer hanging on. It's so interesting how like the mounting minigame has changed so much over the years. But yeah, the reason I'm saying this is good with Elemental is because you don't have the like charge move, like this move. This one, you cannot charge this. When you're in aerial style, they take that away from you. So I typically tend to charge my files by spamming the like shield smack that does a shit ton of elemental damage. I'll show it in a moment, hold on. I just wanna jump and yonk. Oh, that is such a good way. Like this one. Ba-boom. This one does so much elemental damage and helps you charge your charge blade relatively fast. They don't run away. Damn. We didn't get him. It's fine, we'll just like trap this one. We'll trap both of them, it's just faster. Yeah, go into your little stupid sleeping nest. And then we'll capture it, and we'll hopefully get many sacks of flame. Many flammable sacks. Gonna take a nap. Have you considered not doing that? Have you considered falling into my little pitfall? Get away from me, you but oh, thank you, Nahabros, for taking that hit, actually. Yeah, the other thing I don't like about aerial mode is how you lose your dodge. There we go. You've avoided one. Yeah, like your dodge just becomes more cumbersome, but that's like part of the fun of it, is right? Is your gameplay changing in a way that is substantial enough that you have to kind of rethink how you play. At least I think that's kind of part of the fun of it. By the way, I've got some things to yap about that are kind of unrelated, so prepare for that today. There will be unrelated yapping. Unrelated to Monster Hunter, at least. Related to, like, other stuff. The main two ones that people might be interested in are Cobblemon stuff and, I forgot what the other one was that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, no, I forgot. VTubing stuff broadly. That's the other one. God, my girlfriend made these really good. Oh, excuse me, man. I like enjoying my food. Different area. What different area? Where does this fucking bird spawn? Not here, apparently. Is it area 3? Did I just miss it last time? When I was there, did I just not see it? This bird better be here. It's not. Where the fuck is it? Where's the chicken? Oh, there's the chicken. Hey, hello, chicken. Oh, the cat's running away. Bonk. And charge up my thing. It is kind of annoying that you have to go into your axe mode to charge up your shield into red mode. That's kind of annoying. Not a fan of that, but at least you can recharge your shield without going into that mode. And mount. I'll be taking a lot of fire damage during this. Never mind, we're good. Okay, I thought about, can I wing it? Can I do it? Yeah, let's go. I love doing that. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, and big boy explosion combo. It is kind of funny to me how in this game you actually don't want to use your SAD because it takes your shield charge away. Which is like not worth it. Bam bam, bam bam. Yeah, this is how I charge my files in this mode. Because doing this, yeah, like you have your charge slash in that form, but honestly, if I'm jumping off the monster... Oh, whoops, did not mean to do that, but I'll take it. If I'm jumping off the monster, I want to do it in axe mode to get like big file explosions. Not to charge up my files. I can do that otherwise. Get back here. Oh, I thought I could jump off my Palicos. I guess not. And a boing. Yeah, anyway, you're already leaving. Little tiny baby. Come on, get back here. Nice. Okay, we just killed it. Didn't even need to capture. I think I could technically stay here and just, like, keep hunting. That's how the Huntathon missions work, right? Like, you just... It spawns one monster, like, back to back to back to back. Until you deliver the ticket. I think that's how it works. But I'm not quite sure if we're actually getting flame sacked, so... Yeah, let's just head home. And if we do get flame sacks, then we've got some flame sacks, and if not, then we hunt a Rathalos, because we need to do that anyway for, like, materials. But yeah. What should I yap about first? You know what, I'm not gonna yap about anything. I'm gonna finish my noodles, and then we're gonna yap about the two things. If we also have, like, finished the armor by then. I'm quite hungry. Yum. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I've like barely eaten anything today. Yay, flame sacks. One. A single flame sack. Wow. Truly, I'm in awe of the incredible sackitude. Oh god, I love water. Did you ever have water before? Oh, it's quite good. I love me some water. Yeah, we are sadly going to need more sacks of flame, though. 2 more, in fact. And I think we can get them from Rathalos. Hey! Thank you, game. Sure, I'll hunt a volcano Rathalos. Hell yeah! That's very convenient. Tap, tap. Get that. Get me some. Nope, not store take. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna finish eating. There's still a few noodles in here. I'll finish eating my noodles. Just so I can not have to, like, snack on them constantly. Mm. 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 I'm almost done. Give me a moment. No, that's the good shit. That shit right here, it's good. It's good shit. Honestly, I kind of want more, but I'm gonna refrain. Because that'd be cutting the stream very short, because I don't think I could ask my girlfriend to make more food for me. I'd feel really bad, so I would want to make it myself, and that would cut the stream short, so we're not doing that. Wow. Yes, it would. Girlfriend to send me a picture of food that would kill me, essentially. Okay, we're done eating. No more bread. So what I wanted to yap about, at least one of the things, is Cobblemon. There are some amongst you, and by some I mean there are probably a decent chunk of people amongst you, who know that I did Cobblemon content streams, you know? The server that was happening on is being reset. That was the original idea, at least. That the Minecraft server would be reset, new rules would be implemented, you know, new mods, all that good shit that happens at a server reset. But turns out that's not happening. Because, oh sorry, God, I ate too fast. It turns out the server host that was hosting the server, for free actually, which is very nice, is shutting down, and therefore the server owner will not be able to keep hosting the server for free, and won't be able to host it at all. That sucks, but it's like an It's a thing, you know, it's a spanner in the works. They could not have known about it. I don't fault them. It's just a thing that's happening, and it's kind of sad. But originally I was waiting for the server reset to, like, to make up my mind about what to do regarding Cobblemon. If I wanted to do more Cobblemon content, if I wanted to, you know, whatever, all that stuff. I was gonna wait for the server to reset. But this kind of presents an opportunity. In that originally, if you remember, the first Cobblemon, like, content I did on the server, I actually did on my own server. I had my own little server that I hosted for some friends. It was a very small server, and it didn't last very long, because I didn't really know what I was doing. The player base was very small, you know. Now that I've been on a server with a larger player base and, you know, other things that I've learned there, it does kind of feel like now would be the best time to take what I've learned from this server and start up my own again. Okay, we broke both of the wings. Now let's get the tail. The problem with that is that it's still, there's a lot of things about it that I guess are very daunting to me. Mainly like actually building a mod pack that is more than just Cobblemon and, you know, obviously moderating, finding players. I wouldn't want to have like just very few players, but having a whitelist process is also like a whole thing. And quite frankly, I just don't like being in charge of things, okay? Like, it would be so much nicer if I could just tell someone else to, quote-unquote, run the server, and I am just like a player who has like say in how the server like my voice is the one that like determines what the server goes in, but like I don't have to like be in creative mode all the time, you know, like I still want to play just Cobblemon. Okay, thank you for taking that hit, that little Aptonoth or whatever you are, so I can take this Wyvern tier. So yeah, that's like a thing I was thinking about, because it would be quite fun. I could kind of take all of the things that I didn't enjoy of Moon Academy and all the things I did enjoy, and then just only use the best of each. And it'd be quite a good, I think. Is essentially what I'm getting at. It would be quite good. But a lot of work that I don't know if I'm willing to take on at the moment, because I've also been really busy recently, so yeah. I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about, but it's to me the problem is that like a lot of my friends are always like, oh yeah, you should totally do this. I'd love to join. I'd love to stream on that server. I'd love to make content on the server. But then it's like, but are you willing to like be of substantial help? And it's like, well, no, they want to play on a server, right? And I get that. That's what I also want. I want to join a server, not have to worry about how it's run, the back end, what mods are going to be added, what the gameplay loop looks like. I just want to play on the server. And that's what my buddies want as well, so I can understand it, but it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like annoying that because I'm the streamer, man, that gets like automatically delegated to me. And like the expectation is there, I guess. I don't know. I know that that's not like what the intention is, but it's still like a little bit, I don't know. Damn, didn't get more charge out of it. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. The other thing I wanted to talk about is a bit more broad and very... It's not like a thing I have plans with, it's just like a thing that is cool and I want to talk about it. Y'all heard of PNGTuber Remix? It's a version of PNGTuber Plus, where the spaghetti code was taken out and you can essentially control the eyes of the character with your mouse. And it's really cool and really awesome, and I would love to have my character remodeled for it, but I'm pretty sure that the artist... like, her streams are why I know about it, like, doesn't do that. But man, I would love if there was a way for me to just, like, port my model over to PNGTuber Remix. Having seen her do the, like, work with the program, make, like, a test model and everything, and seeing how much more alive it is, it genuinely... I actually like it more than, quote-unquote, real VTubers. I know there's a whole thing about, like, oh, if the rigging... Like, the person needs to pilot the model good, you know, it's not just, oh, the rigger and the artist made a bad job or whatever. But, like, a lot of VTuber models just don't look very alive, you know? A lot of them look kind of stilted, I guess, in the sense that most VTuber models, let's be honest, are in the exact same pose because it's the best pose for the kind of, like, for the rigging. And then there's a lot with, like, the lighting being very flat. It's usually VTuber models are very symmetrical. There's a lot of stuff like that. And PNGTuber, obviously, like, it's not real. You're not rigged, you know, you're not like a rigged VTuber if you use PNGTuber. But just having the eyes moving and, like, being able to do more than just having toggles. God, the amount of just coolness that it adds. Also, I didn't actually need to do that. Like, I want to get my model redone for PNGTuber Remix. It looked so fucking cool. And also, despite being a more, like, advanced program, it runs better because, like I said, less spaghetti code. And god, there's all the spaghetti code in PNG2 Plus. But hey, like, just in general, PNG tubing just is evolving so much, and it's really interesting. I actually kind of... If I knew how, I would be, like, way more of an advocate, but I'm not an artist. So it's not something I can really advocate for besides, like, telling people that it's a good thing. But like, I would love to advocate for for being a PNG tuber, you know? Being like, hey guys, you don't need to have like an insane model and spend like 2,000 bucks on rigging. You could just be a PNG tuber, and you know what? That can be, like nowadays, that can be as good, if not better, for your budget. Like if you're looking at like doing it on a budget, being a PNG tuber is probably the best of every world. Bonk. Get fucked. Probably close to capture actually, but you don't get a skull symbol in this game, you just have to see when they're limping. Because this game doesn't baby you, it doesn't give you all of the information. Dude, I swear if the next Monster Hunter game has health bars on monsters, I'm not playing it. That's a lie, I'm still playing it, but I'm just gonna turn off health bars. That'd genuinely be one of those features that to me would kind of make it like not Monster Hunter. Okay, he's leaving, never mind. I thought he was doing like the loading in the air attack. Ugh. I just realized the title of my game is wrong, hold on. It's showing that I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds, but I'm not. I am playing Monster Hunter Generations. Ultimate, even. Monster Hunter Generations. Ultimate. Oh, it just has Generation, doesn't even have Ultimate on YouTube. Damn. Oh yeah, I forgot if you do that thing with the Arisen Phoenix, it also takes away your buffs. So I don't have my heat drink or my cold drink right now. That's fine, I don't need it. Who needs a cold drink when you're in the fucking volcano? It is just a volcano. I've handled worse heat. I've been burned, in fact. By this very Rathalos. Now let me charge. Boink. Thank you for being so cooperative. Uh-oh. Don't move behind me while I'm not looking at you. No. Get the fuck... Dude, I thought if you break their wings, they fly less. Or is that only in modern games? That's why I always break Rathalos' wings first, because I'm like, I want him to get the fuck out of the sky. King of the sky, my ass. Stay on the ground. Get down already. I'm just gonna charge the 3 files, it's fine. I only need yellow charge. Nice, finally. And now, big boy. Another mount. God damn, this game really wants me to mount him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, I just saw... What the fuck? Wait. What the hell was that? What kind of V-Sync bullshittery just happened? Oh, it's still there. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, it's only on the recording. It's actually fine on my end. Oh, but that is looking... Oh, that is not looking good. Yikes, okay. No, wait, I don't have a paintball! Okay, it's moving down. The little V-Sync issue seems to be moving downwards. I don't quite know what that's about, but... Is it maybe okay now? I think it might be okay. That was really weird. Is the cable not fully plugged in or something? I have no idea how that would otherwise happen. Is the Rathalos in like area 8? Where else would it have flown to? I can't wait to die from heat stroke. Except it won't happen because I'm awesome. I'll simply capture it before that happens. There he is, there's the boy. Let's do Shocky Trappy and Tranky Bomby. And yoink. And I'll try to get some ore before the mission ends. Like some charms, maybe. I literally don't need iron ore. That's like the least ore I need. Damn. Okay. It's okay. I think we got like one charm to analyze from the blue rocks, because I think the blue ones are like better. It's gonna be so weird going back to wilds. One thing I'm worried about though is I've been reading that they're gonna go like hard on cheaters for the next update. Does this not give flame sacks? I could have sworn Rathalos gives flame sacks. But I guess I was wrong. Okay. MHGU flame sack. Sack of flame. Oh, it's... No, Rathalos gives it. Oh, it's an 8% on the body carve, and it's Rathian and Yankutku that give it on capture. Okay, so it's body carve or capture or nothing. And the Huntathon has a really good chance to... Wait, hunt 3, hunt 5? Wait, hunt 10 Yankutkus and you have a 50% chance to get 10 flame sacks? Jesus. That's super not worth it. Hub 2-star, and I don't have the hub quests, like, advanced enough. Okay, well, flame sacks are, I guess, more difficult than they appear to be. I was about to say, did not have sent the monster hunters out, but I did. I just didn't recall them. Awesome. Now what monster do I want here? I'll get me some Lagiacrus. Get 4 of the blue boys and very low charge, and we can maybe get like into the all 3 area. Okay, we got one that got all 3. All of them got like honey at least. Right, actually, how's my trader doing? How are my trader Joes? Okay, they're trading. They're doing their trading. They're trading along. Okay, so yeah, it's Huntathon, Kutku has a good chance. Are there any other Yankutku quests that I could be doing? That I could be Yankutkuing? Looks unfortunately like it's not the case. I've already done that one. This one does give me an accolade, but like, guess we're doing the Huntathon? Guess we're doing the Huntathon again. Oh well. At least we know where it spawns now. But yeah, we need flame sacks. Actually, Rathian also gives it. Wait, have we? How many? I don't think we've hunted many Rathians at all. That's probably like a better chance to get it. Or not a chance, but like a better... a better use of my time if I also want to be completing quests. Or not? Did I haven't hunted many Rathians, have I? Are there just not many different Rathian quests? Looks like that's the way it is. Where's even a Rathian quest? There's exactly one. That's it? There's one. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll do this. I don't know if any of them are weak to ice, but better to try than to not try. Let's go. Hunting time. This is Not the perilous pair. This is village. What quest am I doing? What's this called? Night of Terrors. Okay, I don't think this one has any quest reward chance for Flame Sacks, but we still need to do it. We still gotta do it, so we will still do it. Yeah, we'll still do it. First one was Velocidrome, which I think spawns in area 4 or 5. Or 3. One of those 3. I may keep this stream kind of short-ish, by the way, because I'm just really tired, man. I've been really tired the last week. Which sucks, because I want to do so much. I didn't even get to work on the Ghast video today. And that video is looking like it's gonna be so good and so much fun. And I really want to finish it, because it's really cool, and I really like the script I wrote for it. Hello, Mr. Drone. Mr. Genji of Drone. Please give me the big charge smack. This one is actually, I think, on the larger side of drones, so we take it. He's already angry because I'm just doing so much damage. Come on. Let me hit the nice elemental file supercharge. You know, like against monsters that are weak to ice, it's just so much damage to do this. Even though I don't have like ice element attack up or anything. I can totally use that. Nice. And also, honestly, this thing should be dead in like a few seconds. I've noticed that, like, yeah, this game is harder than Wilds, but also, like, it's still pretty easy if you just never stop attacking the monster, because that's kind of what I'm used to these days. And, yeah, like, in this game, they expect you to play more methodically still. I'm very much doing, like, endgame hunting style kind of hunting. Because I'm just that awesome. By which I mean, I've spent way too much time playing Monster Hunter in my life. Which I consider a good thing. Next up is Gypsarios, which, god, does that thing spawn in like area 10? Or does it spawn in area 5? I don't know. But I will sharpen. And I will... no, I will not. I will not eat something sweet. Not yet. I will permit myself a sweet treat later. But yeah, the stream may be a bit in the short end. Honestly, I've kind of already achieved what I wanted to, which was the yapping. So I still want to do the actual, like, armor... Stop! God damn. I still want to finish the armor set that I'm making right now, just to have it. But yeah, no, the main thing I wanted to do was talk about the Cobblemon thing and the other thing. The fact that PNG2 remix is a thing. I guess what I'm also saying here is, like, if you are someone or know someone that knows how to use PNG2 remix, tell me. Oh god, is it doing the weird VSync again? Hold on. I'm gonna try and, like, re-plug in the capture card. Okay. Plugged in and out everything once. Okay. Hope that didn't look too, like... Okay, it just paused it. It didn't do anything else with it. Okay, it is in fact, like, fully paused. USB video? Are we V-syncing? No, we're not. Okay, awesome. I mean, I guess we are V-syncing, which is the thing that we want to happen. We're not V-syncing. That is the good part. That's the part we want. And like. And is good. Good and great and handsome. What was I talking about? Right, the PNG thing. If you know someone who could theoretically redesign a model, or not redesign, but like just remake it in a way that it works in PNG-Tube remakes, please tell me, because I'd love to commission that. If Tori doesn't want to do it, like my original model creator. I'm sure I could ask her to send me like the source files. That might be a thing that I could ask, though. You know, technically she does own them, and I would understand if she doesn't want to do that, in which case I might commission a whole new model. Because oh my dude, the amount that just being able to move your eyes adds to a model is... It's kind of insane. I kind of can't like overstate it, just how much life it adds. Oh, there's the Gypsyros. Hello, come down here. Get paintballed. Nice, we're gonna charge up immediately. You're gonna try and poison me immediately, and you're gonna fail because I'm fucking awesome like Falcon. Yeah, and the other thing is, if you're someone who has experience with running Minecraft servers, building mod packs, maybe even creating add-ons, also tell me. Also message me. Go on my Discord and tell me, and then let me abuse your knowledge, because it's something I want to abuse very badly. Nice. No mount? Yes, mount. Okay. I guess if you get them out like somewhat too far away, like you fall away, it like acts weird or whatever. Fun fact, by the way, if you didn't know this, I didn't know this until recently because I don't actually know if it's the case in wilds. Gypsyros in this game is immune to shock traps, which makes sense because Gypsyros is a monster that is has very rubbery skin, and its whole thing, like one of its big things, is that it's immune to electricity. So shock traps shouldn't work on it, and I don't know if that's actually the case in wilds. Hey, that's my ore. Forgot that he does that in this game. Like, eats your fucking potions. He's a stupid, like, pecking chicken. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it? Alright, let's break that stupid head crest of yours. I don't know if he's weak to ice or, like, completely immune. I think he's weak to fire. If I'm recalling correctly. Stop. Hey! Stop stunning me. There's a limit. You're actually not allowed to stun me that much. So we call a guard point, bitch. That's what we call a guard point, bitch. That's what we call getting wind pressured anyway. Ow, hey. Rude and mean. Ooh, no, that was a good one. That was a good jump. That's what I call a yump of good. And I always call them that. I've always called them that. If you watch any of my VODs, you'll know that I call them that all the time. That's actually not even that much of a lie. I actually do say the word yump a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, I broke him off before doing it. Very awesome. Very much a Hail Mary, though. Don't you run. Get back here, get back here. But do it in a way that won't do damage to me. Like that, actually. That was perfect. And more big boy damage. And another mount. Yes, I know my health is very low. No, I don't care. The fact that the health bar is like so much proportionally bigger to your screen has made me very... It's made me act very unsafe. Just because it feels like I have more health, even though I know that I kind of don't. And by kind of, I mean I don't. But I don't care because it makes me feel powerful. And... Oh, wait, that always charges it? You don't even get to do like a cool SAD for that? Yeah, I know your tricks. Won't work on me. I'll keep damaging you. Yeah, it won't work on me. Ow. I don't know if you're capturable yet. I think whenever he does that, he is capturable. But I'm just not sure. And I don't really want to risk it. Because I can't use a shock trap on him. Oh, I missed. But he also missed. Is he actually dead? Oh, he is. Okay, yay! We actually killed him. He's dead for real. You can tell because the collision is turned off. And now we wait for Rathian. Man, I just want to finish that video, to be honest, but I'm so tired. I'm not gonna do it today. But man, I want to finish that video so bad. I'll see if I can just power through it tomorrow. I've got the day off tomorrow. Got no work. So I genuinely might try and just fucking work on the video. Just all day. And get the gassed video out. Just so that it's out. Because that's what I want. I really want the video to just be out. Fuck you, Hermitor. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ow. Bastard. Bastardo. Area 8, maybe? Maybe? It's Area 8, maybe? No. Not Area 8. Area 9, maybe? I don't know if I've fought Rathian in this area before. In this map. On this map. In this location. But Area 9 seems logical. Or Area 5 for... because that's the Wyvern Nest. Nope, not here. Then I'm gonna guess Area 5. That's where we shall go. I should really start working through the hub quests too, to be honest. But I'm not gonna do that on stream because that's probably gonna be pretty boring. I also kind of don't want to look up which ones the urgent quest activating quests are, because you don't know in this game which ones activate the urgent quest. So I might just have to like kind of do them in order and see. Because I've been trying to play this game as much as I can without looking things up. It's actually been pretty fun. It's been a pretty fun experience to play it that way. And recharge my shield. That's quite a big Rathian, by the way. It's an overwhelmingly big Rathian. Mount? Nice. Okay, we're gonna try and cut the tail of this one as well. Can't war me. I'm actually better than you at warring. Come on, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Yeah, baby! Let's go. I'll try to once again get the wings first. They're just very useful to break, you know. Nice, that's one down. Try to get the second one as well. Oh. Yeah, no. Had no time to react to that one. Nice try, nice try, nice try. But I will get your wing. Never mind. I will not get that wing this time, but I will get it some other time. I keep trying to perfect guard, but that's not a thing. I got so used to it because not only is it a thing in Wilds, but it's also a thing in... was it Valor mode? The mode that the hunting style I was playing. And not only that, there is actually another hunting style I do want to try out, which is the one that, like, charges you up while your weapon is in its sheathing animation, because it actually looks really fucking sick, and I really want to try it. Ooh, big damage. I know how much you like your face getting hit, don't worry, Rathian, we all know. Let's get rid of that fire and heal up. That is how you do it, baby. Ow. I got hiccups, sorry. God, I wish I... Like, now I've just been, like, thinking about, man, how cool would it be if I could move my model with, like, move my eyes. Because, man, it'd be so cool. I could be so much more expressive. I could, like, roll my eyes at you. I could do so many cool things without being, like, a fully rigged VTuber. I need to look how much it would cost. Because, like, man, I really like this model. Like, it's become so iconic to me. I love Toridoki's art style. But she just said she's not doing those commissions. And I'm just like, ah. Like, listen, I'd be down to get a fully new model from her, honestly, in Remix. I'd be down for that. I would pay for that. It would be expensive, but I would pay for it. Maybe I should ask her that. Maybe I should just be like, hey, I'm willing to pay. Just please. Please, God. That's all I want. Okay, I think we flash bomb here. I'm not letting you do that shit. Get down, Mr. President. And you leave your unbroken wing on the ground for me just to break? Just for me? That's so nice of you. Damn, I missed. It's actually harder to miss than you think. Those, like, aerial jumping moves. Get your crooked spine down here so I can fucking fuck. Donk. Come on. You running? No, okay. Well, I was still gonna get your Wyvern tier. Because I flashed you, so now you're really sad. Because you don't appreciate me putting in the work to flash you. So honestly just like ungrateful. Damn, I thought I would iframe that. Ooh, get absolutely screwed. Oh, the guard point of the century. Ow. Never mind, I should stop speaking. Never mind, I shouldn't. I'm a streamer. My job is to speak. So many words, and they're all amazing, because they're all from me. Doink. Kinda surprised I haven't gotten a second mount yet. Oh, you're already... No, but your tail. I want your tail. Damn, okay, no tail. So no tail. It's the little sparkly spot. There we go. We still got a little sparkly spot. I do want the tail, but I also want to capture, so... I don't know what to do here. I think I'm gonna try and just get like a real... Like, not even like a big file hit, just like a hit on the tail while she's eeping. Which might just cut it off and then I can capture. That's gonna be my goal. Get a nice capture big damage boost, or sleepy time big damage boost. Ideally without files. Nope, not like that. Okay, don't jump on her. I'll do... Bonk. Okay, it didn't cut the tail off, that's fine. I'm just gonna keep doing like the button one combo. I just want your tail. Miss? Miss, please. I just want tail. Tail doesn't even have flame sack in it, but I want tail. That's head, but I guess head broken also nice. Nice. Now if you want to get your tail back, you have to step over here. This unconspicuous spot. Please don't walk past it. You... bitch. How dare you? You're lucky I didn't use my other trap on the Gypseros. Because I would have been grrr so mad, so grrr mad. I would have been quite grrr. Mad. You better also give me, like, 2 flame sacks now. Wait, can I not put down a fucking pitfall trap because I've got a stupid electro trap already out? Oh my god. I didn't know that that's how it worked. That's really stupid. Oh my god. I'd get that deleted. Yeetus deletus the trapedus. Now we hope that she doesn't walk away again. Because otherwise I'm mad. Are you going away? No, you're just hanging out. Ow, okay, not what I'm going for here. I'm going more for the, like... Where are you going? You going back to your nest? A little baby? Where are you going? She's going back to her nest. You will put a pitfall trap here. And you will step into it. Nice! That's what I call victoriousness. And I always call it that. It is not the first time I've called it that. You are wrong if you think that. I actually always call it. Every stream, I say that word. The one that I just said. And that's not a lie. I would never lie. Why are there bones in the walls? Oh god, excuse me, I'm so tired. Got some commendation, but it does not look like we got Sacks of Flame. -6 expert? Why the fuck would I ever equip this? And Scrimblow got level 20, baby. Max double Scrimblow. No, that's what I call Scrimbalicious. Or even Scrimdelicious. Scrimdiddlyumptious. But I also call it lack of flame sack-umptiousness. And I really want some flame sacks, that's all. Oh shit. I was taking the items into my inventory, not into my box. I was wondering why that looked so weird. Warning. Ooh, so we got an Elder Dragon here. Or we get Astalos and Yankutku, or we get... Nah, I want the Elder Dragon. So let's see where it is. We found it! That was, I think, too much power. Nope, just barely still got it. Nice. See what that danger is about when we're back. Do I really want to hunt that many Yankutkus in a row? I really don't. I really don't. But I might have to, because I need one more flame. Just need one more. Just one more flame sack. Hub 1. Local threat. Who wants to speak to me? Alico Ranch? That's fine, I don't care. Let's go to the Hunter's Hub. Let's do a hub quest. So Yankutku... Oh, Yankutku straight up does not have it as a carve reward, only as a capture reward. That's fine. So we want a local threat. Awesome, let's do this. Just a regular Yankutku. Should be no trouble at all. God, I'm so mad, by the way. I don't know if it also applies to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, but I actually can't play Smash Bros. On the Switch right now. Because, my router has a strict NAT type that I can't change. And they were like, yeah, no, this router does not allow changing of NAT type. And also, we're not sending you a different one, even though this was not, like, stated anywhere, so... They were actually quite nice, but I'm still gonna, like, maybe message them about it, because it's like, hey, you guys have been, like, a really good provider, unlike my previous fucking provider, which I fucking despised. They sent me... Dude, my previous provider... I'm gonna go into a little rant here. They've been sending me, like, what's the word? Bills to pay for... Even though I've not been using them for, like, almost a year. And that's because, like, your contract with them, it went until, like, or my contract with them went until, like, November. And it's like, why are they still sending me bills? I thought the last one expired in November. And it was like, it turns out that they didn't cancel our contract, even though we wrote them about it. And then now it's been, like, a whole back and forth of, like, hey, you acknowledge that you received our cancellation request, which acknowledging it is legally the same as accepting it. And they're like, no, we just acknowledged that you sent it. We never read it over. You didn't follow up on it. And it's like, it's not on us to follow up. It's like, actually, it is on you to follow up. And we're like, no, it's not. And here's the law. And they've been, like, ignoring us. They've been stonewalling us. And they've also not told us what to do with our old router. And now they sent me an €80 bill saying, like, oh yeah, this is your fee. This is your, like, this is like a punishment fee for not sending us the router. And it'll get worse with, like, every month. And it's like, bro, you have not told us where to send it. We don't know where to send it. Because you yourself acknowledged that you have not acknowledged that we're canceling, that you were canceling the contract. Or that we were canceling the contract. And it's like, what? So where do you want to send it? Where do you want us to send it? So yeah, at this point, we've sent them, like, €200 of, like, shit that they should not have been getting. Like, money that they should not have been getting, but I've been paying it because, like, I don't want to get, like, accrue a bunch of debt with them or something, or, like, get the, like, financial bureau involved, because they're like, oh, this person isn't paying us. Like, yeah, we're not supposed to. So I'm paying it, but I'm making sure to, like, keep all the receipts and having them send me receipts if it's not, like, a thing that we get a receipt for, so that we can request all of it back. And we fucking better, because I'm at this point, like I'm getting mad. I'm getting really mad about all this money they keep fucking asking from us. It's literally, like, the worst provider I've ever been with. Their customer service has always been terrible. I've not had a single good experience with them. Their router was terrible. It barely worked. It had a ton of problems. It's O2, by the way. If you live in Germany, I can wholeheartedly denounce O2 as being worth not even money. O2 isn't even worth it for free. If you get a free router from O2, don't take it. Fucking bullshit company, man. I hate them so much. God. I'm not usually one to get upset at, like, because, like, I know the people involved are probably just, like, following their little orders. But if the company's set up in a way where this shit can happen, and it's like, because we've been very clear about what the problem has been. Like, hey, you acknowledged that this was happening, and you didn't, like, you know, like, clearly your departments aren't talking to each other, and they just aren't doing anything. It's so maddening. Anyway, sorry, that was my little ramble about terrible fucking internet providers. The one I've been with now is Vodafone, which has been fine. They've been okay. Their customer service has been infinitely more helpful and actually, like, gets back to me, and, you know, it isn't ass, which is nice. But sadly they were not able to fix my problem, which I may still message them about, because I've actually been happy enough with the router that I'm like, hey, I don't want to, like, switch off or do like a cancellation, because I've actually been enjoying your service, because it's been stable. And where I live, the fastest internet that's, like, landline internet that I can get is, like, there's not a lie, 5 megabits download. That's, like, the strongest, fastest I can get with 1 megabit upload. It's, like, genuinely nothing. The area where I live has no fiber optic cable infrastructure. It's terrible, dude. There's nothing in terms of internet here. Listen, I love Germany, but, dude, we just do not, like, we as a country just did not ever invest in internet infrastructure, and it shows. Because I looked at, like, the plan to develop fiber optic cable connections for my city. The area I live in is, like, marked as will maybe get it at some point. It's like, Bro, I know that this is like more of a village area of the city. Like it's a former village, but Jesus. Like just because a lot of old people live here does not mean that you just shouldn't do fiber optic cable network thing at all, because like literally you cannot get good internet here. It's actually fucking impossible. No company offers it because there just isn't the infrastructure. The only reason I have good internet here is because I'm overpaying. Not really overpaying. I'm actually paying a decently fair price, I would say, for internet that is from like a SIM card. Because otherwise I would not be able to stream or even like watch YouTube. And it's, you know, it's a little bit more expensive, but like I said, service has been, like the company has been otherwise pretty nice. Oh, you're actually coming over here? Oh yeah, I thought it would be the Wyvern's Nest. Well, let's plop down our little trap then. These fucking Wolfangos. One of the parts of like early Monster Hunter I don't miss. Me when the Yankutku has less accuracy than the Wolfango, holy shit. Right, and a yoink, and a boink, and quest complete. Yippee, 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 yippee. You better not charge me, you piece of boar. This better give you the flame sack, I swear to God. Ugh. I want my sack flame. My flame of sack. Nice. Did we get it? I actually didn't see. I just started collecting shit. Oh my god, we didn't get it. Are you kidding me? Are you critting me? Unbelievable. Or maybe I just overlooked it. Maybe we did get it. Okay. Who else doth drop flame sacks? What other missions? The Dark Age, Village 5, Hunter Garuga. We've done that one, okay. Garuga of the Hills, we've done that one. Island Heat, we've done that one. King Robed in Smoke, I'm pretty sure we've done that. Have we not? Yeah, there it is, a King Robed in Smoke. Late Jurassic Excursion, we've done that. And then we have a Perilous Pair, which I don't think we actually have yet. Yeah, we do not. What else? What else? What else? Huntathon Yankutku, Village 3, Stomping Grounds. That's regular Yankutku. Local Thread, Marshland Accounting. Marshland Accounting. This has a chance of a flame sack? Subquest. Oh, because it's Hunter Yankutku for the subquest, I see. I see, okay. Do we just do the Huntathon again, I guess? I just don't really want to hunt another one, man. It's kind of boring. I don't want to hunt the same monster over and over again. Let's see. The chance for flame sacks on these ones are so low. Fine. I'll do another Yankutku. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. God. Capture! Let's go. More Kutkwing. Murkutkin. Apparently on Hunt 4 you have a 50% chance to get 4 fucking flame sacks. So we're just gonna hunt 4 Yan Kutkus. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's the one we're going with. The plan is just a lot of Yan Kutkus. That's the plan. It's a great plan. An awesome plan. And my plan. Okay. Just reading something quickly because I have been messaged and I want to read my messages. Bird? Bird. A bird, a brain. A brain, the bird. Oh wait, no, doesn't it spawn in area 9? I think it did. I think I actually just walked like around where it spawns. Like an idiot. Like a stupidum. A stupidum. One singular stupidum. Oh, it's walking away, isn't it? No, Yankutku, I'm over here. No, notice me. Notice me. Okay, we got him. Probably area 10 if I had to guess. I've never quite understood. The loading areas are not really loading areas. Because, like the monster, like the world moves when you're loading. So I don't quite know what's loading. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if in these games it was already like just for nostalgia. Like they just had loading areas for the nostalgia reasons. Ow. I do like that the Huntathon quests are a thing. Like you just hunt one monster until you don't want it anymore. It's quite convenient. Except for when an important reward is locked behind, like, hunting fucking 7 of them. Okay. Okay, I cannot just YOLO that one. God, I've not, when was the last time I've ever said YOLO in my life? Jesus. Made me feel old all of a sudden. I'm not, we all know I'm not old. We all know I'm like a spry young guy who totally isn't, like, terrified of twink death. Because that's, like, a real thing, probably. I don't actually know, man. I keep hearing different things. Is twink death real? What's, like, the consensus on that? What... Have scientists figured it out yet? What happens to a twink when they turn, like... When they turn, like, 28? I've still got some time until then, but god. Still terrified of it. Yeah. Dude, I'm just dancing around this thing. Dancing around and in between. And, amidst. And betwixt. Twink death is only real if you let it. Honestly, that's probably fair. Also, that was a fast kill, god. Also, hey, Nomo. I didn't hear you come in. Is it weird to say that I've become, like... What's the word? I've not become, like, used to people talking in chat. Because that... does that feel condescending? I don't know. Not condescending. Does that feel, like, self-absorbed to say? I feel like I've become kind of used to have people to bounce thoughts off of. When, dude, back my old streams would be like this, where I am just yapping with no filter, no thoughts. It would be like a string of incoherent words. I should rewatch some of my... I might do that later. I should rewatch some of my old streams. Just to see. Like, literally just to see how bad it was. Followed my share of small streamers in my time. That's awesome. That's cool. I love small streamers. Something about small streamers is very... I don't know. I feel like it's extremely hit or miss because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of small streamers kind of suck, right? A lot of small streamers are... like, their production quality is just really bad. But and it feels so bad to say because like I went through the same thing where like for the first like half year of me streaming, nobody fucking watched me, and for good reason. My streams were probably ass. I most likely wasn't very entertaining. I feel like the only reason I got kind of a leg up is because I also made shorts, which, you know, kind of boosts you in the algorithm. But like, for the most part, I kind of stream to no one, and that's fine to me. Well, not no one, but you know. I do have my fair share of streams where it's literally just like me with actually no audience. And I do think it's kind of a skill to be able to still be entertaining. Dude, this is gonna also sound kind of self-absorbed. I've had some funny moments and like extremely good jokes in streams that I had like no viewers for in that moment, and then I got so mad afterwards, like in my head, that like, oh man, no one heard that joke and no one's gonna watch the VOD. And then that joke was just, and I, you know, now my perspective is more like, you know, that joke was for me. That joke was just for me, actually. No one else gets to have that joke because it's mine. It's awesome. It's the best, and it's just for me. It's called self-care, actually. Yeah, with no idea to bounce off of is truly a skill. Yeah, it's a skill I'm amazing at. Have you ever tried talking to yourself in your own head? I actually don't do that. I keep hearing people say that people have like actual inner like dialogues, right? Like people will talk about like their inner voice, and like I don't want to say I don't get it, but it feels almost like the whole situation with like people finding out they have aphantasia, you know? Is that like a relatable thing? I don't have a voice in my head. When I do, when like it's something I have to very actively think about. I have to like actively form words in my brain, and usually it's in like the voice of whatever person I've been listening to for like if I've been watching a lot of Markiplier, I'll have Markiplier's voice in my head, like I don't know, saying thoughts. And it's weird because other people talk about like, oh yeah, the voice in my head won't shut up. But you know what in my head goes on? This is something that I noticed today. It was one snippet, like a 10-second loop, 5 or 10-second loop from a song I've been listening to that I like. Because I listen to a lot of electro swing, because electro swing is like my favorite music genre. And it was that snippet, and it was looping for, I shit you not, the whole workday. Which was 7 hours. That's all that went on in my head today. When I wasn't like talking to someone, during which the voice in my head is quiet because I'm talking to someone. It's just that voice in my head. And I wasn't getting sick of it. It's not like it's not like an earworm. It wasn't incessant. It was just kind of there. It was like keeping me company. And that's how like whenever I don't have headphones on, whenever I'm not listening to something, that's what's going on in my head. It's just that. Like if I want to think about stuff, I have to very actively do that. I think it has kind of to do with the fact that I have a very, I guess you could say I have like an auditive memory. You know how people have photographic memory? Where they can like imagine things like perfectly the way they saw them. I have that, but for sounds. I have it for like video essays, like videos I watch generally. There's videos I watched like 3 times that I can't even watch, like from Unis Anis, that I can literally replay in my head, but like the audio of them. Sometimes also the visuals, but mostly the audio. There's video essays, 3-hour video essays from like folding ideas that I fall asleep to, because I'm crazy. Though I've not been doing it as much because I actually have been enjoying the quiet. Because I guess the reason I started doing it is because I used to live next to a street, kind of, so now I'm like, I was drowning out the car noise. But like, I can probably write the whole script of that video essay just from memory. Like, with the voice of Dan Olsen talking. And back when I was like more actively doing music, I actually don't like reading sheet music. I can do it, obviously, like it's something I can do, but I don't like doing it. I would always like get my teacher to play the song. If it was like a piece, like a snippet of a song that I like, oh, how do you play this? How do you play this part of the piece? I would get them to play it for me, and then I would just like replay it. I would just do it the way they did it, and that would be like good. And that'd be like the way that it would work. Only one of my teachers ever like noticed that that's the way I worked, and then like actively encouraged it and was like, oh, you don't understand this? Well, sucks for you, and then wouldn't play it, so I would have to actually learn to read like sheet music properly, even the like difficult parts, and actually understand like how to read out pauses and shit. But then if she was like, oh, I know that you know how to read this, I'm gonna play it for you so that you know how to do it. Okay, I've also not been reading chat, hold on. So a video was like, ooh, cute avatar, nice voice. Nice voice, I mean, that's not a lie. I don't hate my voice, I don't love my voice, but I hear far more often, at least with YouTube, that my voice and my character is mismatched. Which is funny because my character is how I look in real life. So, yeah, but I hear that I have a nice voice pretty often, I just kind of don't... it's not that I don't agree, like I said, I do like my voice, it's just... Man, I want to have, like, the option of doing a feminine voice. There are some days where I wake up and I'm like, man, I'm the hottest guy around. I'm the hottest twink. I think genuinely, when I think about, like, gender, like, what gender I actually am, in terms of, I guess, known genders, you know, like, the canon genders, probably gender fluid fits me the most, actually, because there are genuinely, like, days and weeks where I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm cool, I'm pretty awesome, I look pretty cool. And then other times where I'm like, man, if I don't learn how to speak high-pitched right now, I will die. That's a lie, it's never that bad, but, you know. Serial overthinker, that's fair. I feel like everyone I know is, everyone's like, ooh, like the little ooh-woo shy small bean overthinker, and I'm just sitting here like looping a 10-second music clip in my brain for days. Where you can picture things perfectly in your head. Yeah. You're like the opposite version of me. You're the evil furry version of me that has photographic memory instead of like auditive memory. Reflecting on myself, calling me dumb motherfucker. I'm so glad I don't have that. That sounds really exhausting. When people talk about like, oh yeah, like the voice nerd scrutinizing everything. I have that sometimes, but I kind of pride myself in the fact that I'm a very reflective person. I journal daily. I'm very thoughtful about like my interactions throughout the day. After they happen, not when they happen. I very much have like, that's a big Yankutku, Jesus. I very much have like mouth too fast for my brain problem. So I will like say stupid shit and then immediately regret it. But it's never so bad that I like mull on it, except for specific cases where it's like, yeah, this one thing that happened when I was like 15, that was actually pretty stupid of me to say. That was like a really stupid teenage thing of me to say, and it kind of lives in my brain rent-free. But like, that's not like an anxiety thing. That's like, everyone has like some moments like that. I don't think that's abnormal for you to have like a few of those. Because, you know, sometimes you do say stupid shit that is really stupid and that you should feel bad about. I'm not above that. Especially, God, when I was a teenager, God, I was a terrible teenager. That's not even true. I was a fine teenager compared to other teenagers, but I still think I was like bad. I was not a good person. I was very stupid and oblivious. I've always been oblivious, but back then, God. The amount of shit I just missed because I just like don't pay attention to the world around me. My thoughts wander on their own. My thoughts do wander a lot, but it's not only when I let them. It's just that the default is like the little monkey like music clip, you know. But sometimes I will have days, especially if my ADHD meds are working particularly well, where I am actually thinking proper sentences and it'll help me like just kind of like be bored. Like, one thing for me is that I've had to train myself. Sorry, a little stutter there. I've had to train myself to allow myself to be bored every now and again, because it allows my brain to wander in ways that are productive. It allows me to like come up with ideas for D&D or characters or stuff like that, you know, or video ideas. It's been good to allow myself to, or to force myself to not wear headphones all the time, for example, so that my brain does wander a little bit, because it's actually been like quite useful and productive to do that. Isn't that how music is for everyone? No, actually, it's actually a distinct thing from perfect pitch as well, because when I explain this to people, some people will be like, oh, does that mean you have perfect pitch? Absolutely not. I can figure out what note I'm listening to, but only by referencing other notes that I know from having played them a lot. Like, you know when you tune your instrument, right? When you do like the... You know, you like play the empty strings and you listen, but like the relationship between those, and it's like, oh, does that sound right? Because of that, I've listened to like the empty strings on my viola a lot, so I know what a C and a G string sounds like So I can then go up and down from there, but I don't know immediately when you play a note what it is. It's a very weird and like delayed version of perfect pitch. But to feel it, you gotta hear it. No, there's a lot of people, like me included, I can play music purely from sheet music. Because once I'm like, oh, this is the key it's in, this is the whatever it's in, I can just play it. But I need like a few moments, I need like a few attempts to like do that, you know? I mean, playing from sheet music for the first time is like a skill that we were tested on, you know? Because I went to like a music school, like professionally, right? Like I have like a sort of degree in literally like my instrument, in being a violist. And that's one of the things they teach you and that you get tested on is like playing music, you say from the paper, from blood. Without having heard it, without having seen it, just be like, look at the sheet music, play it. You don't get a second attempt. And doing that is a skill, but if I'm like actually practicing, I much prefer... Yeah, sight reading, thank you. I much prefer just doing it by listening to the music. What are we talking about? You have a great voice. I'm not saying I don't have a good voice. I'm saying I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. I swear, did I not get a flame sack? Also, wait, did I not get capture awards? Oh, we got a long... Oh, I didn't save. Oops. No, I have a good voice. I just think it's mismatched, yeah. Love a twink with a deeper voice. That's fair. Like, I'm not saying it's mismatched, like, necessarily. I just don't like it. Right? It's a case of, like... I like my voice in isolation. Oh my god, I actually didn't get a flame sack. I hunted 4 Yankutkus! Also, wait, I didn't capture a single one of them. Of course I did. I needed to capture them. It's capture rewards. God damn it. Oh my fucking god, man. Okay. Gravios, I don't have. Low rank. Rathalos. No, Rathian is 10% for the body carve. We're just gonna be hunting Rathians. I'm sorry, I'm done hunting Yankutkus. Where's the fucking... Where's the Rathian? Where's the goddamn dragon? There's the Rathian, okay. We're just gonna be hunting Rathians, I'm sorry, I'm done. We're gonna be hunting Rathians, we're gonna be killing them. Actually... No, we should be killing them. It's a 10% chance to get a flame sack on carve versus a 20% chance on capture, but you get 3 carves, so... I'd rather take 3 10% chances than 1 20% chance. Yeah, like, for me it's not that I hate my voice, it's also like I just want to have the option of doing a higher voice. That's a thing that I very much like. When I went to do like the voice spectrometer thing, like the voice whatever, I very much pointed out like I don't want to get a new voice. I want to be able to have the option when I feel like it to speak in a different voice. And ideally also sing in a different voice. I want to be able to do both of those things. I think that would be awesome. Where was Rathian the last time? Was it Area 5? I think it was Area 5. I'm pretty sure it was Area 5. Let's see. I'm too drunk from the gender fluid. I love the gender fluid. Very based. Guess who got their anxiety medication today? I'm guessing you. I also got some medication today, but it's like just a refill. It's just the same medication I always take. Not being totally happy with the voice, but again, voice training is very excessive. Okay. Voice training, very accessible. I mean, I guess it depends, right? Like, I've tried... I'm just not good at doing, like, the online instruction stuff. I want to have, like, a proper teacher. Because I have some, like, specifics. I have some specific goals I want to achieve, so that's why I'm looking for, like, a specific, like, actual teacher. Which has been not the easiest, but, you know, it's been, like, fine. The person I was messaging about still hasn't gotten back to me. I might try messaging a different person. But yeah, I might also honestly just try doing some exercises online and just actually take them seriously for once. Because, like, honestly, I was not taking voice training as an option seriously up until, like, very recently. Because I was just like, I don't need it, it's fine, you know. But nah, I actually do really want to, like, try it. And I should like, try it at home, just to see if it's, like... I want to know if I'm one of those people who can just, like, jump into it, because I feel like I might be. I have a lot of... Because I used to be a professional singer, or at least I used to sing professionally. So I do have a lot of control of my voice, so it might be doable where, like, if I just find the right explanation, if someone just, like, uses the correct metaphor, I might just be able to, like... what's the word? Like, jump into the voice and just be able to, like, oh, so that's how you do it. It's like vibrato, you know, like vibrato during singing. I could never figure out how to do it until someone explained it to me in a very specific way, and then I was like, oh, so that's how you do it. And then I just had it, you know, then I just could do it. You know, like, I've sung my whole life. I've sung since I was, like, 8. I'm not worried about voice training being a thing that's going to be very difficult for me to do, because I already have the fine control of my voice. I have the I've always had, like, music teachers or singing teachers that were very theory first. So I have a lot of, the, like, vocal exercises already in my head, right? Like, I already know what I need to do to warm up my voice. Which, granted, I don't do. I don't remember the last time I warmed up my voice before stream. Because, honestly, no, I should. I really should do vocal warm-ups before streaming. It's just... It would make it so that at the beginning of stream my voice wouldn't be so strained every time. That is a habit I should actually get into, now that I think about it. It's something I've not thought about in a while. It's a... You know what, I'm gonna see if I remember by the end of the stream, and if not, I just won't do it. I won't write it down. This is gonna be one of those things that I won't write down. If you remind me at the end of stream, that's up to you, but I'm gonna purposefully not write this down in the hopes of forgetting. Because otherwise I'm gonna keep being like, oh, but I should do it. How has my day been? My day has been pretty okay. I've had a very stressful week. My back still hurts a lot. But I've got like a meeting scheduled with my boss to talk about changing my work contract in some ways, or rather just adhering to the contract I actually signed. And having her, like, give me less shifts in a row, because, like, last week I was genuinely at the point where I was like, you know what, I might go to the doctor and get, like, a doctor's note to skip out on work today because of how much pain I'm in, like back pain. Which is not something I want to do, you know, it's not like, oh yay, I get to skip out on work because of back pain, because it's kind of embarrassing to go to the doctor and be like, hey, I've got a lot of back pain, because I don't yet have my proper diagnosis for ADS. And the people haven't got, like, the geneticist hasn't gotten back to me either, because all my doctors are avoiding me. It sucks. But yeah, like, I haven't talked to her, so yeah. Apart from that, I've been closing the store alone recently, because we're one worker short because she's on vacation. And I'm filling a lot of her, like, evening shifts. So yeah, I've been learning how to do that, like closing up the shop, counting the money that's in the cash register and shit. It's time consuming, it's kind of, it's especially annoying when you have, like, customers that are sitting in the fucking store until, like, I don't know, 2 minutes before closing, and you're like, hey, you realize we close in, like, 10 minutes, and they're like, yeah, we'll leave in a moment, and then they're there, like, literally almost until you are about to tell them to get out. You, like, turn the lights off, and they're still there. Hate it. Fucking terrible. But, yeah. Aside from that, it was okay today. The last 2 days were relatively calm, so I didn't have, like, a big onslaught of customers, because I was also working alone most of the day, which I don't love, I'm not gonna lie. I don't love working alone in the bakery, because, like, when you have a lot of people coming in, you can just kind of get fucked over by that. Because, you know, yeah, if you don't have help, like, you have to, like, make a bunch of coffees and, like, pack people's food and cash them out and all that shit, make sure that there's, like, clean dishes. It's a juggling act. Luckily, the village I'm in is somewhat calm, but also a lot of the people there are very old and conservative, so that's been not very fun. I found out today my coworker is kind of a conspiracy theory nut who's like, oh yeah, COVID was actually man-made. There's gonna be, like, a nuclear war, which I guess I can understand why people think that, but also when I was like, no, these things are not true, and she was like, what's your star sign? I was like, Scorpio. She was like, I understand. I'm like, fucking, you don't understand anything about me. She just said the word danger, like Scorpio means danger. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? As if that explains anything about what I just said. This was, by the way, she's like a nice person, right? I'm not saying she's, like, mean. But this is generally the first time I've met someone who said that changing your mind when presented with new evidence is actually a bad thing. And something she doesn't like doing. It's like, I've never heard anyone say that. Like, even people who don't actually change their mind, at least they, like, pretend that it's a good virtue to have. Like, oh my god, I'm just so baffled by that interaction today. Because, like, she's from Turkey, and, like, I was talking about, like, really cool things that are, like, actually interesting and not conspiracy theories, and I talked about Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe, which are two of the oldest sites that we know about, like the oldest Neolithic sites. Karahan Tepe is, I shit you not, 12,000 years old. 12,000. Back then, we didn't have agriculture yet. We thought for a long time it was impossible for Neolithic people to build like large structures, you know, like Stonehenge or whatever, before agriculture was invented. Because, like, how does hunter-gather... Yeah, Mini-Minute Man. Yeah, Mini-Minute Man enjoyer. It's so sad that, like, his video is one of the only things you can find on Karahan Tepe. There's, like, barely any other information about it, but it's still, like, a relatively new site. But yeah, I was talking about that, and she seemed so interested. It's like, you clearly are, like, interested in history and good, like, facts about the world. You're, like, an interested person about the world. Why the fuck are you talking about star signs and COVID being man-made and, like... I don't know. Them, you know, always like them. I was like, who's them? You, and she was like, you know. I really doubt she's anti-Semitic. But, like, that's always what my mind goes to when someone says, like, them, you know, like, them in the government. It's like, you can just say, like, people who hate life, you know, like, there's just a lot of politicians who just hate living things and hate happiness and hate you. That's okay to say. You don't have to say, like, vaguely them, because then, if you're an idiot, like you... Which I didn't say. So you leave yourself open to fucking oh, sorry, I'm rambling now, because that shit kind of... I've never met, like, a conspiracy nut like that in real life who talked about it so openly, while being such an otherwise well put together and normal person. It felt sort of nowhere. And it kind of... I don't know, it did kind of make me feel like... I don't know. I'm lower education, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to be mean here. I know that I'm very privileged. But, like, yeah, you can tell when people don't have, like, a good educated background, I guess. No, please, you're so based. Continue. I mean, listen. I know my opinions are objectively correct. And that sounds like a joke, but it's because when someone says something that is objectively correct... I adjust my position to the objectively correct thing. So my opinions tend to be objectively correct. Right? Like I'm not doing a bit here. I'm very politically informed, and though I'm not as politically active as I'd like to be, mostly because I'm very busy. There was a time like a year ago when I went to like the weekly town hall in my city. Honestly, the reason I kind of stopped is it's not that it was boring, it was that there was nothing for me to critique. Because my city is actually very progressive. We're like the stuff that was discussed there was things like building out bike lanes and like giving more money to small clubs so that there would be more community. And like I just didn't, like I was like, man, these guys are like good. Like they're doing good things. There was like a really big vote about building a tram system because Germany does not have a lot of trams, sadly. We have a lot of like regional train, but our city specifically does not have tram. We have a lot of buses, but there was a big vote on like building a tram system that would connect like the 5 closest big cities together, like a really intricate tram system, and it passed. And it's good, you know. It's like there's nothing for me to complain about. We have like 2 people in our city hall that are from the AfD, you know, the fucking right-wing stupid party. And every time they say anything, they just get like, flame sacked. Let's go. They get like made fun of. Because one of them was like, I remember doing that specific discussion. It was like some boat club or something, like some young people boat club. And the guy was like, well, I checked their website and they have not posted any new events in a year. Are we even sure this club still exists? It was like some old dude. And then the speaker was like, well, it's because they moved most of their content to Instagram because it's a club of young people and that's where the young people are. And then he went like, well, we should still investigate it before we just give them a bunch of money. And then, you know, it was voted on. And after it was voted on, with basically everyone going like, yeah, we can give them like, I don't know, like 100 or something a month, so they can like buy themselves a new couch or some shit like that. The guy, the AFD idiot, raised his hand, like, it was like, I'd also like to make a complaint that the discussions here should be more civil. You know, the comment you made about me, Mr. Speaker, by the way, the comment was just like, the motion has passed despite some people being uninformed in the quorum or whatever. It's like, that was an unnecessary comment, and everyone else chuckled. So it's not like, I literally live in a city where the right-wingers get made fun of in town hall. Like, I have no notes. I have no notes for my constituents, for my representatives. It's like, yeah, you're based. Go off, King. That's all I have to say. Okay, sorry. Keep reading. I'm not reading up on chat. I keep missing chat. Whoopsie, because I'm a little oopsie poopsie. Hope you feel better. It won't be as stressful or busy. It's been fine now. Next week and this week, my shifts are very weird in that I have like a day off, a day of work, a day off, a day of work, a day off, a day of work, instead of just like 2 or 3 days off in a row. Bit weird, but meh, you know, I'd be fine. I'd rather have that than what I did last week, which was work for 4 days, 1 day off, and then work for 3 days. So I worked 6 days and then 1 day immediately again. By the way, 2 of those days were on the weekend, where it was the busiest Sunday I'd ever seen, because a fucking, like a 90-year-old came in and had a birthday party unannounced, which, don't ever do that. If you have your birthday party at like a bakery/cafe, call them beforehand so they know to have like an extra person on hand. It was like 12 people in the extra in the cafe that I had to like constantly service because they kept wanting shit and they all wanted to be on like one bill, and it was really annoying. God. Okay. I mean, I stay at my local cafe until it closed, but that's because my friends work there. No, that's fine. If like your buddy works there, fucking, that's fine. But if you're just like 2 people I've never seen, who, by the way, these 2 people, it was one. Okay, I'm gonna stick with my angry pose for a moment. There was 2 women, right? And they walked. One of them walked in like an hour before closing, and they parked their car like on the sidewalk in front of the shop. You're not allowed to do that, but we don't say anything because most people like they park their car there. They get something from the bakery and they leave. They stay there for like less than a minute, or sometimes we have like a little post, like a little mailbox in front of there where like people can drop their mail, and what's the word? They leave immediately after. This woman did that, bought something. Another one walked in, was like, "Oh, hi, I haven't seen you in so long," and then they stayed there for an hour until literally 2 minutes before closing. And the car stayed there the entire time. If there had been like an accident wagon, sorry, if there had been like any kind of emergency vehicle that had to go through there, they would have had to like move the car. They would have had to like crash through the car because the road there is very narrow. And the thing is, there is literally a parking lot in front of the bakery. And I'm not saying that facetiously. Literally in front. Like there's the sidewalk, the street, another sidewalk, and then behind that second sidewalk, there is a parking lot. A small little parking lot that always has space because like fucking it's a small village. If you're gonna stay there for an hour, go to your car and drive the literal 10 seconds to the parking lot. You bitch. God. That was so frustrating. Because I saw so many cars outside, like barely managed to just scoot past because we have narrow roads here because we know how to do road design. God damn it. Okay, underdeveloped critical thinking skills, yeah. Very true and factual, huh? Under my local cafe closed, but that's because they're good friends with. If you're not... Yeah. Filled with furry art, the autism creatures on the wall too. Oh my god, that's based. We don't have a lot of art on the walls. We have like a nice textured wall that's like one of those fake wood things or whatever. And recently like a group of, like an elementary school came in and like decorated one of the windows because that's like a cute thing they do. Chat is on massive delay, is it? Deutsch is the greatest language ever. No, it seems fine. It seems to be on regular delay. It's just that I've not been reading up on it I've not been reading chat. That's the problem. The chat delay is fine. I'm just not paying attention. It's not that bad. It's a few seconds. Yeah. I mean, that's like unavoidable. Accident wagon. Yeah. Where's the literal translation for... Oh no, the literal translation for ambulance is sick wagon. It's Krankenwagen. Because it's a wagon for sick people. That's the actual thing. Okay, we can actually finally make the fucking artillery drill that we've been... That's what this whole stream has been about, I feel like. Jesus. Making a single artillery drill. What do you mean incredible? It's German. Everything here is just like exactly what you think it is. I mean, the most famous example is, you know, the birth control just being the anti-baby pill. Because that's what it is, an anti-baby pill. Why should I need to be more complex with my language? Just call it what it is. It's the anti-baby pill. There's no need to be a little baby about it. Which this pill is anti. Let's see, manage equipment, view talisman. We got the good thing. We're wearing the artillery. Yep. Okay, so we got one slot for artillery here. Where are my arms? The arms I am wearing. There they are. And we go artillery and artillery. Register set. And now we should have. Yes. I don't think there's a way we get artillery expert until we get like a better charm, but yeah, let's go! Set upgrade complete. And we got the thigh highs out of it. Let's fucking go. Absolutely incredible. Let's upgrade that armor. Don't think I can upgrade... Yeah, I need Camelio's parts to upgrade that. That's fine though. Let's upgrade this. Hermitor parts to upgrade that. And yeah, we want to upgrade the Binahabra stuff very badly. Yeah, one Binahabra scrap to upgrade that. Wonderful. That's 30 defense. That's 36. Hey, all the defense actually goes to the same level. That's kind of nice. Very awesome. Very awesome. No, it's good. It is very functional. It's incredibly functional. Functional. Get a raspberry syrup instead of chocolate mocha. That sounds so sweet. I've been like getting more and more averse to sweetness just because working at the bakery, like we're allowed to eat anything there and it's all sweet. And it's honestly like kind of getting to me. Right, now that we have cool new weapon, I think we know what to do. I want to hunt Gormagala, my probably favorite monster in the game. Oh, actually. Wait. Who here cares about Cobblemon? Who's currently here cares about Cobblemon? Because I've got some news about Cobblemon that I had earlier, and I don't know if people watched the beginning of the stream. But I want to talk about it again, and I want to talk about another thing that I didn't actually talk about on stream yet, but I did talk about during a video recording yesterday from a different person. I just haven't caught many streams. That's okay. Okay, so here's the thing. We're gonna have a little tangent. We're going tangent mode. Wait, tangent mode. I don't have like a tangent mode sign, so we're gonna improvise. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go in. Okay, wait, we can't. We can't go anywhere because we got the thing. But we're just gonna gesture, and we're just gonna dance. We're just gonna sit here and dance. Okay, so here's the thing. The Moon Academy service shutting down, by which I mean they wanted to reset it originally, but it turns out the host is the person who was, or the service that was hosting the server is shutting down. So yeah, the server is being archived, and then what happens to the server is still kind of up in the air. But there's some good news involved with this, which is that I was kind of thinking of using what I've learned to start my own server, my own Cobblemon server, that would probably be open to the public with a whitelist process. But I'm still thinking about that, because that's what I wanted to do originally before I joined Moon Academy. But yeah, it's like, that's once again being thought about. But the other thing is that there is a project that I've been working on in Moon Academy that I kept secret. And it's called Project Moondust, which is a trading card game based on the people and characters of Moon Academy, like the community, right? I revealed a lot of details about it today on the stream of someone called Ivo. If you know that person, he's one of the players of Moon Academy. The rule set for it is still being kind of made, but I'm not gonna lie, it's really fucking fun, and even if it's not Moon Academy themed, I still want this card game to exist, so it's something I'm gonna keep working on because I genuinely... The basic idea of it, I think, is just really cool, where I wanted to try out a way of resource management in a card game that hasn't been done before, or at least that I don't know of yet, which is that there is no, like, resource card. I don't want there to be, like, lands or energy the way you have in Pokemon or Magic, but instead every card can generate energy if you put it in the energy zone, which in this game would be called the background, because the whole game is like a acting theater kind of inspiration. So you have like the foreground and the background. And the way that's been turning out has been really, really cool. And it's something that I would want to be playable in Minecraft, similar to like the Hermitcraft TCG, if you know about that. I just wanted to talk about that quickly because it's something I've been really excited about and I've not been able to talk about it because I wanted to keep it secret. But like, man, I want to work on it more, and I'm really sad the server's shutting down, but also if I make my own Kalman server, then I could make that TCG built around my server and the stuff that happens there in terms of thematicism. And this is okay, so this is gonna maybe sound a little bit not self-centered. It might sound a little bit... I don't even know what word I would use here. Overzealous? I don't know. A part of the reason that, like, I've been thinking about the TCG so much is that, like, I really wanted it to be a thing for streams, I guess, right? Like, the idea is that it's a card game that is fast and snappy and looks good and fun to play on stream. And also that viewers could, like, get excited about. If you're like, oh, I remember this stream, or I remember this other streamer that is on this card that this deck is built around or something. Like, that was, like, kind of an idea about that. And now I don't know if that's still happening, sadly, which makes me, you know, sad. Oh, sorry, I got hiccups. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm dying. Also, God, Gormagala is a lot bigger than it is in Wilds. Why did Gormagala shrink? Yeah. Okay, my hiccups are gone, I think. Ow. Okay. I wonder, actually, can you capture Gormagala in this game? Because I know that he's, like, technically an Elder Dragon. But in this game, he's, like, classification, like, question mark. In Wilds, you can capture him, but I don't know if that's the case in this game as well. I'm unsure. Doink. Stop doing that! Let me charge up. Because I'm gonna start getting fucking frenzied by the time I'm done. Okay, there we go. You gotta be really aggressive against this guy. God, I love Monster Hunter though. I love those projects they do in Hermitcraft. Yeah, no, the Hermitcraft TCG was cool. The thing for me is that the Hermitcraft TCG is... It's just Pokemon, right? Like, at its core, the Hermitcraft TCG is basically just a reskin of Pokemon. I wanted to do, like, a proper new kind of RPG or TCG because I really like trading card games. It's a hobby of mine, you know? So I wanted to actually work on something original. Man, this also reminds me, I still really want to do a stream where I play Pokemon Legends Sinnoh, which is a game that is on tabletop sim, but I'd need like a specific kind of group of players to play that with. I need to do that. You know what, actually? I do know some people now who I might be able to collab with, but it would be really difficult to plan, I think, just scheduling-wise. I need to, like, find a group of, like, Pokemon streamers who would be willing to do that with me. Like, you know, like, people who like Pokemon, who like difficult Pokemon, and people who like tabletop games. Especially long tabletop games. That's something I need to That's a group of players I need to find. Embrace the virus. I mean, yeah, that's how you win, right? You embrace it and then you get affinity. Set Zora Macros, that is not Zora Macros. Where did you get that idea from? But hi Ray, how you doing? Ow. No, this is actually called a Gormagala. You know this monster. You know this monster, Ray. Raymundo of Diablos. But yeah, one big problem with doing, like, streams that require a lot of, why am I virused, but, like, bad? Why am I bad virused? I thought I'd get good virused. Alright, it doesn't last that long in this game. Oh shit, I can't cure it? Oh no. Oh no, you don't like him? Well, it's okay to be wrong. Man, I wonder if there is a Shagaru Magala in low rank. Because if so, I really want to show you Shagaru Magala. God, that monster's so cool. I can't wait for it to be in Wilds. Though they're probably gonna make it really stupid and nerfed compared to how, like, awesome and strong it is in the older games. He moves too much. Oh, poor guy. The monster doesn't stay there while you swing your hammer in a circle. Wilds is easy enough already without Gormagala being, like, non-moving. Like, playing this game has made me really appreciate that Monster Hunter used to be difficult. Wilds really is easy as fuck, man. There he is. There's the antenna. Oh, wait, where's the antenna? There, the antenna! That's what I wanted to see. Also, the fucking world going, like, gray. Because of how just cool and awesome Gormagala is. I do think my fire chasing him. He's also in, like, the worst area, okay? The fact that he's only in the, like, ice area, which is all corridors, a fucking awful choice for Gormagala. Bro was literally designed to be fought in, like, big open areas. Weapon sharpness down? I've got sharpness! What do you mean weapon sharpness down? Nice! I remember the horns being... Oh no, wait, sorry, yeah, the horns are really, like... They're really durable in Wilds for some reason, but in the older games they were actually quite frail. Which is a little bit nicer. I feel like I've been just doing a lot of part breaking, honestly, in this game. I don't know why. It feels like I'm doing more part breaks than, like, I should be. He is a moth? Kinda. I can see the logic, but it's, like, a bit far-fetched. It's probably part of the inspiration, but I think Gormagala is not, like, primarily a moth. Okay, we're good. It's kind of weird not doing my elemental damage anymore. I don't know if it's worth it to do that move with when I'm doing Impact Charge Blade. Big moth friend, he gives good hugs. He does have arms for wings, you know, like the claws on the end of the wings that he uses. That's, like, honestly one of my favorite things about Gormagala's design. Is that all the Elder Dragons, or at least most Elder Dragons, have 6 limbs, in that they have, like, the wings and then the four legs. But with Gormagala, the way that the wings function as arms is so natural and interesting. You have, like, a monster like, what is it? The final boss of Iceborne. What's his name again? The rapper? You know? The rapper dragon? God, what the fuck was his name? Ray, what was his name? What was the final boss of Iceborne? Yeah, you have, like, something like that thing? Yeah, Shara Ijvalda. Where it's like... Oh shit, I didn't put a paintball on him. Fuck. Like, he also has the hand arms, the hand wings, but it's just not as good. I see more as a bug dragon. That kind of fits it more, yeah. It's very insectoid. That's, like, a good way to describe it. It's not specifically a moth, it's just, like, kind of arthropoidal in general. Also, I don't know how obvious this is in Wilds, but in this game, you can still very much see how the wounds that you make on him, like, when you do a part break, you can see, like, the golden skin underneath. Like, you see the wound on the head that I made? Or even on the wing, you can see how like, below it, it's very golden. That's because this is a larva, right? This is the larval form of Shigaro Magala. Yeah, it's a lot more obvious in these games, and I think it's way better for it, because, like, in Wilds, you barely notice it. I don't even know if it's there. But in these games, like, yeah, you see that, like, this is not... Like, that's just the top layer of its scales. I really like it. How is Ice follow the screen, though? Shara Ishvalda? I was about to say, yeah, Shara Ishvalda... They don't really follow the screen. It's just that the eyes are concave, so it makes it look like they follow the screen. But, like, there's no, like, coding going on. It's just, like, an optical illusion. Big old grub. That's not inaccurate. Yeah, because, like, Gormagala's blind, so his eyes can't follow the screen. Gore feels tacked on Wilds. It very much does. It makes me very sad. Because, like, you even have the frenzied monsters, but it doesn't do anything. It feels like it's just kind of to make you realize that the Dragon Torch is a living organism, and that's, like, the thing it's supposed to, like, reveal. But that's kind of it, right? Gormagala doesn't do anything. There's no... The frenzy thing affects, like, 3 monsters, and all the frenzied monsters are easy as piss. Because their HP is, like, fucking halved or something. And, like, they don't... I know that the whole thing is that they're more aggressive. They don't feel more aggressive, but that's maybe because, like, they get perma-stunned by wound breaks like any other monster. I highly suspect Gors natively live underground. They don't, actually. Gormagala does not have a native area. Gormagala lives kind of anywhere. It doesn't have, like, a preferred area it lives in. You have to realize, Gore's whole thing is actually that, Gormagala wanders a lot. Gormagala is a monster that wanders from place to place and has very, very large territories. So it can't really have, like, one biome it calls home. Because the way that they protect their territory is by infecting everything with Frenzy. And then those monsters become more aggressive, but notably they don't attack Gormagala. Okay, I think it was capturable, unless I'm crazy. But I also don't know if Gormagala actually is capturable, so we're just gonna see how this goes, how this works. Or if it works. Come on, land. Land, bitch. Yay, it is capturable. Nice. He's not an Elder Dragon yet. He can still be captured. I need to make more Trank Bombs again. I'm almost out. But yeah, no, like... Gormagala and Wilds, I hope gets more stuff added to it. I hope that they make Frenzy better. It's so sad also, because, like, Frenzy Shard are a unique resource you can get, but they don't do anything with them, right? Like, all you use it for is make the Gormagala armor. Like, back when Gormagala was introduced, the Frenzy Shards were, like, how you augmented weapons. Now it's just an item that you can get from any Frenzied monster. It should be, like, a unique mechanic, in my opinion. That's kind of an issue all the time when you put gore in any game that it's not native to, as aka, like, where it's, like, a big plot point. It just feels very, like, tacked on out of place, because Gormagala is, like, a very... It's a monster that kind of demands the plot because of just how it works. Like, what its ecology is. Saw a post that said only Ham should stagger on wounds, and it's part of my personality. Listen, add Hunting Horn to that, and maybe we can talk. And, like, some moves from other weapons. Like, the big explosion moves should stagger on Wound Break. But if we're talking, like, the Wound Break, like, Focus Strike, yeah, I can see Hammer being the one that gets that. Final boss of Sunbreak. Wait. This is gonna maybe sound bad. Who the fuck is the final boss of Sunbreak again? I actually... Dude, Rise has been, like, deleted out of my brain. Oh, God. That was not the... What was it called? No, it's not Malfestio. It's the... Was it that, like, the vampire dragon, right? The vampire dude. Was that him? I think that was the final boss of that game. Dude, Sunbreak to me was like... I played it so much. It's not like I didn't play any Sunbreak, but, like... It's just not a game that really stuck with me, to be honest. Malzeno? Yeah. No, Malzeno was not a very memorable monster, in my opinion. Out of all of the monsters that were, like, flagships... Dude, Malzeno just ain't it. I don't know why. It just isn't... Like, design-wise. I don't know. The underground one? Oh, yeah, the big fight with that the Curios are actually from, right? Because Malzeno doesn't actually make the Curios. Monster Hunter Sunbreak, final boss. Where's the final boss? Geismagorm, right. No, the Geismagorm fight was actually pretty cool. I actually liked that one. Geismagorm was a pretty sweet monster. I actually did like that one. I'm gonna, what's the word? I'm gonna concede the point on that. Geismagorm's pretty sick. Anything new to say? Just the Palico Ranch? Okay. Let's look at the gore armor and weapons, because they're always fucking awesome. Where is it? Brachy. I do love me some Brachy armor. Biology and spirit? Not even artillery? What the fuck? Okay. Gore. What do you have? Frenzy resistance and minus guard. And evasion. Okay. Man, a lot of this low rank armor is kinda not great, not gonna lie. Do I want to do one more hunt? Alright, chat poll. Do we do more hunting, or do we call it soonish? Because I was doing for about 2 hours. I didn't want to go too long today. Actually, you know what? No poll after all. I went on Sergio's. It's been literally so long since I've hunted Sergio's. Was Sergio's in Rise? When was the last time we had Sergio's? Sergio's. What games was this monster in? Main series. It was in Sunbreak. Okay. Sergio's was in Sunbreak. Yeah. But I'm gonna argue that... I don't know if it's actually the same in this game, but I'm gonna argue that it sucked in Sunbreak. Because there's one thing about Sergio's that I fucking love that has not been replicated since either 4 Ultimate, which is that's like home generation, or this game. I don't know if this game still has it. Which is the unique weapon mechanic of Sergio's weapons. If you know about it, you know where I'm going with this. In 4 Ultimate, and I think in this game, but I'm not entirely sure. Sergio's weapons had a unique mechanic where if you dodge roll, it actually sharpens the weapon. Not by much, but by a little bit. It does a tiny bit of sharpening. And it's really cool for weapons like dual blades, for example, to be able to just sharpen your weapon when you move. God, I love Sergio's. I mean, Sergio's is the flagship of the first game I ever, like, properly played, you know? Because 4 Ultimate is, like, the game that I consider my first, even though technically it's 3 Ultimate, but I didn't finish the Ultimate. 4 Ultimate is the first game I finished. The first Monster Hunter game I finished and, like, completed. Which I still want to play on stream someday. I do have, like, a nice-looking emulated version ready. I still want to see if I can download, like, a nice-looking, what's the word? Like a... not resource pack, but like a texture pack for it. For the emulator. But if so, I really want to play for Ultimate and just, like, do a playthrough of it. Either on stream or just for myself. Because, man, that's a game that... Now that I'm, like, realized... This might sound weird. I thought I wouldn't be able to return to old Monster Hunter games. I thought that, like... World would have spoiled me. Worlds and Rise and Wilds would have, like... made me unable to go back to the pre-World era Monster Hunter games. But I'm realizing that 1, they're not actually that different, and 2, in a lot of ways, they're actually better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying this game more than I am... more than I was Wilds, and that's not a joke. I think this game is not better. I think Wilds is better, but I'm enjoying this game more. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, this game just has more. It feels so much more complete. And yes, I know I'm playing the completed version of it, but, like, what I'm currently playing was just the content of regular Generations, not even Generations Ultimate. Right, like, and it was all there on release. Yes, I know that the gaming industry has changed with, like, releasing games early, but, man... I like... I'm not a retro purist, opposite of it, actually. There's very few retro games that I play, because I didn't play many games as a kid, right? Like, I played Pokemon... I don't know, I played, like, some Kirby games. Kirby was, like, the first video game I ever played. But, like, I didn't play that many different video games as a kid. I basically just had Nintendo and, like, Final Fantasy XII. And even then, I didn't actually have, like... I didn't have Nintendo. I had specifically the DS and the 3DS. I never had like a console before the Switch, except for the PS2, for which I had like 3 games. Right, like I'm not really like a person who could call himself like a retro gamer. But in this case, I just actually think that Monster Hunter has like left behind way too much in the pursuit of making their games, like giving them more mass appeal and making them more streamlined. So much of what they streamlined was just like a lot of the actual game. Because like, yeah, now in Monster Hunter when you play, like, yeah, you hunt the monster. But it feels like you basically don't do anything else. Right? Like, there's almost nothing else to do except hunt monster. Which you might think is a good thing, but like, there should be other things to do as well. It shouldn't just be hunt monster. The fact that you don't have to track the monster, you don't have to really gather resources anymore, you don't have to... There's not really like NPCs to talk to for optional quests. Or at least there's very, very few of them. Because most of the quests you do are just like you in the overworld. It's missing a lot. It's missing a lot of things. It's missing a lot of meat. Hell, even like unlocking... Like, basically, I'm not gonna lie, in Monster Hunter Wilds, basically all of high rank kind of felt tacked on. Whereas usually high rank is where the game starts, right? It felt very the opposite of how it used to be and how it was better, to be honest. Like, low rank being the tutorial and then high rank being the bulk of the game. That worked, right? Like, you had like a nice story, you met the characters, you got used to them. And then the big boys come out to play. In Wilds, it was like, I guess the stats get a bit higher. You get like a new set of armor, you get layered armor. But like, aside from that, like, there's no longer any story. I mean, there is still like a story, but it's so much less and like nothing really new happens. It feels all very like epilogue. You know? I feel it's more of a boss rush. That's actually a really good way to put it. Monster Hunter Wilds feels like a boss rush. And I don't think Monster Hunter is a game franchise that is like well made to just be a boss rush game. Like, I know that at its core it is, but the thing that makes Monster Hunter good is that there's so much else to do. You have to go gather, you have like Palicos to take care of. Like, I'm sorry, the Palico in Wilds fucking sucks. It's the most boring iteration of a Palico I've ever seen. The only way that you improve them is by doing very occasional side quests that they give you, and that's it. Nothing else changes about your Palico. The armor for them still barely matters. They're way too strong. They just revive you all the time. They have every tool. They have access to literally every tool. I don't know. I do not like the Palicos in Wilds. They are too powerful and they're too boring and not customizable. It just feels like they went like, hey, if people want to hunt alone, let's just give them like an overpowered hunting partner. Let's not make it like this interesting customized mechanics. I mean, have you seen how deep the Palico mechanic goes in this game? You can literally play as one. Like, you can just play as a Palico and they have separate missions for you to do as them. And the Palico has movesets and like skills to learn, and you like you can pass down skills and techniques and passive abilities. Meanwhile in Wilds you just have like the armor and that's all you can customize. And that's kind of it. Because like they'll just be really good and have all of their skills no matter what. I don't know, I really do not like Palicos in Wilds. It's something I could complain about for a while. Because I just think so much was taken away in an effort to streamline them that it's just really boring now. In Worlds, they were like barely good. I think the Rise Palicos actually were closer to the Generation's Ultimate Palicos, which I liked. But in that game, you kind of suffered from the fact that they also wanted you to have Palamutes. But 2 Palicos is just kind of better, but then without a Palamute, the hunts become kind of slow because you have to chase after the monsters in these huge open areas without like any mobility. So, yeah, I don't know. Palicos in that game were pretty good, I would say. They were pretty decent. But, like, in this game, having, like, the specializations and everything, it's really good. The Palicos are really good. The only thing I don't like is that you can't perfect a Palico. You can't, like, start with one and then improve that one. Like, some Palicos have, like, innate skills that you can't delete or change. Which means that you can't have, like, your one Palico buddy that you have with you on every hunt and that you've had in every game. I mean, you can, but it's not the same, you know? Because, like, I have, like, 3 different Scrimblows in my Palico box, I guess. But even that's, like, it's a different thing. I don't necessarily think it's worse, because you still have your Palicos to, like, love and get attached to. It's just that there's more of them. You don't have, like, the one that you get attached to. What the fuck are you fighting an Espinas? This is not an Espinas, this is a Seregios. A monster that was introduced in 4 Ultimate. It was actually the flagship of that game. And it's really cool and awesome. It's like a... imagine like a lean basil goose that instead of exploding makes you bleed. Right? That's what this is. And it's really awesome. This was here before Basil Goose, actually. And people made a lot of jokes about, like, Steve and Beetlejuice. Like, either being lovers or really good friends. Lovers or haters. You know, like, enemies or in love. Sounds awful. No, this is a very fun monster fight. That's why I'm fighting it. Because I really missed fighting it, and I think the iteration of it in Rise was really, really boring to fight and really weak. Because in that game you had the wire bug, which kind of... Like, Seregios is a very agile monster that flies around a lot, but it doesn't stay in the air for long. It, like, swoops around a bunch. And it's very, very cool and fun to fight. But, yeah, the iteration in Sunbreak just was very... it was very easy to deal with because of the fact that the wire bug just lets you fight it on its own turf, essentially, being, like, in the air. So, yeah. To be fair, I'm using aerial style right now, so I'm having a similar, not issue, but like a similar ease. But, yeah. Doesn't this thing kill Rathian? A lot of things kill Rathian. Rathian's not that strong. Rathian's not that powerful, you know? Rathian's like the first powerful monster you meet. I would have 1 Palico, maybe able to summon NPC other Palicos. I mean, that's fine, but I want to be able to customize my Palico. I want to be able to not just... Like, I actually think the way that it worked in Worlds was among the best systems for Palico customization they've ever had. You have 1 Palico that you customize by not just doing missions, but actively exploring the overworld. You don't just talk to your Palico at some point during, like after you get a hunter rank or something. You have to actively explore the world, find the little feline and, like, Grimalkine outposts, and talk to them and do their little side quests. And then they teach your Palico something. It makes you feel so immersed with the world. I really like doing that. And it's not perfect, because I do think... I do like the idea of Palicos having, like, passive skills that you can activate and deactivate, or, like, learn and teach them. But... yeah, like, Worlds was a very streamlined but very good way to handle Palicos. I think Rise was more true to form, but probably a bit too complicated for what people were looking for. And Wilds is just nothing, man. Wilds... I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because they also gave them, like, they gave the Palicos, like, proper voices. It just makes it feel very... They just kind of feel like a character. They don't feel like my specialized, like, hunting companion. It just feels like... My Palico is just a character. And that's kind of it. And I don't like it. And you don't get to customize them. They just... Like... I guess the best way to put it is that the way they get stronger is linear. They just get stronger, you know, that's it. There's nothing extra to it. They just become stronger. There's no level of customization. There's nothing to... There's nothing to think about when you build your Palico, because you don't build your Palico. You just do the missions for your Palico and then they get stronger. Okay, we got at least 1. Can summon other Palicos that are specialized in something else. I mean, I don't even necessarily hate the idea, because, like, you know what they did in, God. Yeah, in Worlds, where, not only did you have your Palico, but your Palico could then summon help via the... like, by either recruiting small monsters or recruiting the little clans, like the clan cats. That's another like really immersive feature that I think worked really well, because it meant like if you were truly hunting solo, you could get a party of 4 technically, and if you're hunting with one friend, you both have a palico. It was like basically perfect in terms of like how you distribute hunting resources. You've got your one decently powerful palico that is specialized, and depending on what map you're on, you can summon like another little palico helper, and depending on what area you're in on that map, you can also find like a what was it called, like a tail raider. It's awesome. Also love this handler's outfit. You're gonna have to specify. There's a lot of handlers. The Regio's cap, Deadeye. What is Deadeye? Oh wait, that's for crit draw. Damn. Crit draw is useless for me. Constitution, critical draw. I wonder if this works with Valor style. Hold on. Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate crit draw Valor style. Does this work? This is about greatsword specifically. Ghost of use good is only good if you get to smash charges. Valor greatsword. No, not Valor greatsword. I just mean like crit draw generally. Work with every weapon. Crit draw for longsword. To all draw attacks. Sheathing up with why is the first act you unsheath? Is it completely useless except for greatsword? That's one of the best skills. If any move that can be done with weapon sheath. Attacks from Valor stance don't benefit from crit draw. That's so sad. Wait, then this armor is useless except for greatsword? That's so sad. Man, no. That makes me really sad. Something is a trapper, something is a shielder. Yeah. Like the tail raiders were awesome. Element of randomness without being prepared. Yeah, no. I actually do think it's like that's why, because you were mentioning like, oh, you can summon a second palico that's also specialized in different thing. I don't think you should get to choose it. If you're hunting alone, your one palico is usually enough of a help, right? So having like a tail raider come by and you don't know what its specialization is going to be, that can add a nice little dash of randomness. I love that. Would you kiss Steve? Probably. I feel like Sergio's is like, not necessarily the femboy, but like, okay, they're here. I want to talk about something. He's like the twink, you know, or not, maybe like the twunk. He's like the Link of monsters. He's like lean and fast, but like not quite feminine. You know, it's like if a femboy was like very masculine. Does that make sense? Feminine masculinity. That's what Sergio's is. Also, yeah, I want to show these guys. These guys were in 3 Ultimate. You didn't have a palico, but then you had these two. Chacha and Kayamba. Honestly, I want them back. I would trade so much to like get rid of my palicos and have them again. Except for Scrimblow. Scrimblow should stay. Scrimblow should obviously stay. But yeah, no, I love those both. I love those guys. You got anything interesting to say?
Yeah, Oga. You want to be Shakalaka minion? You see Chacha and Chaka struck by my Laka lure. Shakalaka, Chacha flattered, but too busy trying to think of new mask ideas. Shakalaka with blue pincer mask there have nothing better to do, so Shaka speak with him.
Yeah, they hate each other, by the way.
Shakalaka are dancing people. Kayamba got mad skills on dance floor. Hunter jaw dropping. Even Diet Hunter can move once again after seeing Kayamba get funky groove on. Yamba. That earned Kayamba nickname of Wham Bam Thank You Slam Dancer. Show Kayamba proper respect.
God, I fucking love these two. They were my first hunting companions back in 3 Ultimate. Always special place in my heart, Chacha and Kayamba. The Woodwoods are better. No. Nothing beats Chacha and Kayamba. They're the ultimate life form. And while Junior Palico can do everything and always ready. Yeah. Like, you don't miss on anything. It's just everything all the time. I mean, for me, the most egregious thing you know about this is that, like, you just get revived so often. Like, I barely ever drink potions in wilds, because, like, I feel like I can get through a whole hunt without... Not just without healing, but, like, while actively taking risks. Because my Palico just fucking heals me anyway, like, what's the point? There it is. A lovely Sergio's Charge Blade. Evading repeatedly while drawn restores sharpness. It does stay. They did keep it in this game. That's so fucking awesome, man. It was such a cool feature about this monster. Okay, so let's see. It actually has blue sharpness. Ooh. It doesn't have poison, but I kind of want to make that. I know I literally just made this Charge Blade, but like... Listen, blue sharpness is a big damage boost. It has a lot more green sharpness. We could basically make an entirely new armor set because we don't need affinity. And if with that set, we don't need sharpness. So we could essentially make a whole new armor set centered around artillery. Or just like good damage. Oh, I want to make that. Ooh, I want to make that. It is also impact file. Oh, that's so good. What could we... Actually, the arms are usually the ones with like the best skills. Ammo saver. Wait, that's gunner. Sharpener. Speed sharpening. I don't need that. Carving, wide range, team player. I do like the idea of going for the Black Claw armor, but we need Elder Dragon Bones for that, because it has... Like, Blight Resistance is just useful, and then we would get Fast Charge, which is, you know, focus. But we need Elder Dragon Bones so we can hack more pieces off of the dark, like the sword. Let's try and do that. Let's see if we can get some Elder Dragons. I think Poison Steel would be a cool subspecies. I think it'd be a bit too obvious, to be honest. Bleed is more interesting for it. I would much prefer something like a Frozen Seregios. Or like... what would be like another interesting elf? Actually, an Aquatic Seregios would be awesome. That'd be fucking cool. Show it like hunting fish with like shooting the scales. That'd be cool as shit. Stomach is very upset today. I'm sorry to hear that. My stomach is always upset as well. It's been better recently. I've been trying to like eat better. But yeah, no, I've got a very easily upset stomach because of circumstances. Capture a Brachydios. No new Seregios quest? Damn. I don't know what the next urgent... I still have a lot of like urgent quests or like story quests to do here. Actually, not that many. I've got Huntathon Kezu. Got to deliver some shit to Ludroths. You know, I don't actually have that many story missions left. Probably need to be hunting Tigrex and Zinogre. Just to like have the new monsters out of the way. Yeah, because I don't actually know if Kieran gives me Elder Dragon Bones. Kieran, MHGU. Do you give Elder Dragon Bones? Dragon Treasure. No, he does not give Elder Dragon Bones. Okay, so yeah, we need to get new quests done. So how about we hunt ourselves a Tigrex? How much longer do I want to stream? I'm quite enjoying myself right now. I'm very much enjoying myself. But I also don't want to go too long. No, I'm gonna leave it. It's not Blast because that's just Basil. Yeah, no, Blast. Actually, it would be interesting if they did a Blast Seregios. Just to like, subversion. Or expectation subversion. Yeah, because you're talking about like the NPC for story thing is really cool because you don't know what your quests are that you need to do to activate your urgent quest, right? Like you just need to do quests. But if you talk to her, she'll be like, she didn't say anything, but she's like, yeah, you should talk to people around the hub, and you'll be like, oh, what do you have? Like, what do you have to say, for example? Just witness the airship take off, carrying Inquisitive, whatever. Okay, he has nothing interesting to say. This is with the Y Academy and the Guildmarm. Oh, is the Guildmarm not here right now? Damn. But you can like talk to the NPCs and they'll give you hints on like, oh, we need this thing right now. Like, oh, I've heard of this thing. And that's gonna be like the mission you need to take on right now. But yeah, sadly the best guild marm is not here right now. The one that wants to fuck Brachydios and has like a literal, like a monster lover club or whatever it's called. She's quite literally a monster fucker. Very based. I too would slam Brachydios. Actually, I can't say that anymore because I'm now married to New Udra, right? That's like my new wife. You know, Brachy and I, we were very on and off, but New Udra and I, that's like a permanent thing, you know? That's how it works. Okay, let's have a look at some new Palico armor while we end the stream. Anything new interesting? We got Brachy armor, we got Kieran armor. Ooh, the Sergio's armor actually looks sick. Gore armor, obviously. I do love me some Gore armor. What's the Gore? Is the Gore still the ghost? Yeah, you turn to a ghost. I had my Palico wear this in Wilds for a long time. Glavin is actually pretty sick, yeah. Guild is not fine, Mizutsune. I really like the Sergios. I might go like full Sergios for me and my Palico. Sorry, YouTube cheating beach. Oh, did you type a thing that you got censored because you're a little censor boy? Because you little stupid censoring boy. Alright. But yeah, that was a fun stream. Gonna call it here. I'm gonna once again reiterate the things I did in the beginning of the stream because I've got more people watching now. So maybe someone will know. If you know anyone who does commissions for PNG Tuber Remix, the new program that came out, go tell me about them because I want to maybe get my model redone in PNG Tuber Remix because that program is really cool. And I don't know if Toridoki, my current VTube mommy, will do commissions for that program. So I don't know if I can get my current model either redesigned or just edited or completely redone to be in that program. We'll see. And second thing, if you know of people who are good at managing mods and mod packs and Cobblemon and stuff, also tell me about that. And you can tell me about that through the Discord that I have. I have a Discord, by the way. People don't know about this because I never talk about it. Go join that and then you can talk to me about it. That's all I have to share, I think. Ugh. I'm sorry to hear that. Things get better. Listen, as someone who, when I was 18, was depressed and then got more depressed when I was 20 and then got even more depressed when I was 22, I'm currently literally like having the most fun of my life ever. I'm literally like living the perfect life. I'm not joking. I'm like, I have very few complaints that are actually worth anything. I'm just kind of happy these days. Things get better. Things do get better. Pat pat. Little tiny baby. You're 18 years old, little tiny baby. You're basically a toddler. You're basically a little child of my eyes. I look back and when I see like a 20-year-old today, I'm like, oh, you little toddler, you little baby. Oh, you want your milk, you little baby. You want some baby formula, tiny baby. That's what 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds look like to me. And then they act like they know anything because they're adults. SMH. Meanwhile, me, at the ripe and tender age of 20-something, I obviously now know everything, and I won't in 5 years look back and be like, man, I didn't know anything when I was in my 20s. That's not how that's gonna work at all. Okay, anyway, that's all I have to say. I'll try to get the gas video out tomorrow, or at least the day after, but I'm working on it. I didn't have any time today, so I didn't work on it today at all. And that's all. Thank you for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you get Monster Hunter Generations because it's good. Hope you back up your save file for Monster Hunter Wilds because in both Sunbreak and Iceborne, people's save files sometimes got deleted for no reason upon updating. So make sure you have a save like in the back just in case. And yeah, I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.